It's DeFranco on.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Brad and the gang again. We're here to listen to another album, and this time it's going to be Ani Difranco's "Not a Pretty Girl." And I'm not saying that me. I'm not saying that
Aw,
myself.
Brad, you
That's
are.
the title of the album. All right? I'm not being.
I definitely thought it was a different album, so I've been listening. Not that it matters.
Okay. Okay.
It's all. This is better, So
Wait,
Just a
which
warm-up.
one?
it was the plastic.
Little Plastic Castles.
Yeah, that's the one I
It's
thought.
2 albums later.
Well,
yeah.
the covers do look similar, I will say.
So
For someone that doesn't know Ani Difranco that well, it's got that all that like 90s collage aesthetic,
Sure.
Yeah.
I give you
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Well, and the immediate successor album, Dilate.
Yeah. But this so we have Moses back on the show. I don't know if you've done a live stream with us yet, but this
I have not.
is the new format.
It's the new way.
And of course we have Danielle coming back to guest. What was I going to say? Guest co-host. Yes, that's. I don't know why that was tough. But let's get going on the listen through, and we can start chatting and stuff. Where is it? Here it is.
Get it going.
Yeah, and I believe the volume is independently controlled.
Thank goodness it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, that would get tricky.
I was like, I'm in trouble. I'm going to be talking too loud because this music is...
Yeah, it should be the way it's all mixed in OBS going out to everyone. Like they should be able to hear it just under our vocal level. Although OBS doesn't always cooperate, I will say
Best
that.
machinery ever.
Did you send the link?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me pause. We need to get Danielle in the jam.
It's a struggle of life.
Yeah. Like I don't
Really?
want to leave you out of this. just staring at us enjoying the album.
When are you guys starting?
Is it going to start soon or?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's your improv been going? You've been going to improv, right?
Yeah, it's so much fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I can't recommend it any more than I already have, but I will. I'll continue to.
Yeah.
sit
It
there.
is definitely on, I have it on my like vision board, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
It's really
I don't
good.
have I
it
don't
just a
currently
microphone?
actually have a vision board out, but like it's in my
Like a
mental vision board. Yeah.
It's really good mental practice.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
keeps your
you know.
brain ticking.
Yeah, if they have like a drop-in night, that's how I started. I just went to one drop-in night and was like, "This is fun," and then
Yeah.
and then I haven't left.
Said the jam has ended.
Oh, did it? Hold on.
Did you send the
oh
link?
no!
Hold on. Why is the jam ended? Okay. I guess I'll send you guys a new link to the
Jam on.
Jam. Oh, maybe like I was. It's probably because I didn't play the music very long or for a little while.
It just logged itself right out.
You
must
not.
I'm bored now.
God damn!
Hold on. I'm sending you a new link as well, Danielle.
You get a new link, and you,
You
get a
get
new
a new
link.
link.
And
You get a new link.
Everyone gets new links.
Oh, I see. It's got an in-person feature, too. That's nifty.
That's nifty.
Whoosh. All right. The link should be. Oh, and I never even sent you the first link.
That was okay. I know. That's why I was like, "Can you send that?"
I sent a message that said, "Oh, and here's the link to the Spotify jam.
Yep.
Crickets.
Take these words as trust these words."
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to press play on it and see if you guys hear it. Whoosh.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Louder this round.
All right.
There you go.
Sound a little hollow.
It sounds a little weird. Does it sound weird on your guys' side?
It does.
Okay, let me
Our vocals are interfering with it too.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
It's not normal.
It sounded better the first time.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
That was just fine before, yeah.
I'm gonna
Actually.
close Spotify,
It was a corrupted
and we're
link.
gonna try this again.
I'm just gonna close Spotify for good luck here.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I'm just as long as we don't have to do a full restart. Why did I say that? Why would I even say that? Why would I even?
you say that?
Why would I even put that into the ether?
The good news is
Crap.
with this new
We're
setup,
working towards a solution.
with this new
We're
setup, you
working
can't
towards
actually turn your computer and the power supply off with your foot by accident.
Oh my God, that was the worst. Yeah.
Best opening to an episode ever.
Yeah, we got like
Forgot
what,
about
15 minutes in or less?
Less.
Not even. Yeah.
I think we were still doing introductions, and it's like just cut out.
Yeah. Well, let me.
What was the episode?
God, it was a while back.
Okay, that's sounding better. Okay. Try to use the same link quick. See if that gets you in. And then let me know when you guys are in.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in as well.
Okay.
That sounds much better.
That sounds better, right?
Yes.
Yes. And now
Okay.
I can win
We're
blind.
not
All
cutting
right.
into it either. Turn it up.
Did you
All
have,
right.
You must have like a bootleg copy earlier.
Here. Oh, I'll put it back to the beginning. Though. Here we go. Okay, let's restart it. It's supposed to sound like this.
Okay, now I'm
Oh,
getting it picked up on your end, I think.
wait, Danielle, are you listening?
I'm just turning it down. Oh, should I listen to it on headphones?
If you could,
Ah, that's where
Yeah.
it's coming through.
yeah,
I'll just
it's
mute it for right now.
okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. I brought them with me because I knew I would need them, but I just forgot about it right now, so I have them now.
That's
That
all
sounds
right.
much better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there must be some kind of like audio ducking or for.
I think it's just like
Video
my mic is
Ninja.
picking up on
Yeah.
like playing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Okay, just gotta.
So I told we were doing this Jay, or when I was telling Jay we were doing this Mo, he got really upset about you. He's like, "God damn it, that's a great album." He was so pissed.
He
at you.
texted me. He was like, "I'm really pissed at you that you're doing an Ani album with Dave before me." It's okay.
Yeah.
He mentioned actually her Utah Phillips collaboration. That is a true concept album. This one will talk theme, but that one's a true concept album. Y'all should definitely hit that at some point.
Can you hear everything now?
Yeah, I'm just. How's the mic on this though?
You sound good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I have the lyrics up. I love that about Spotify is they have most of the lyrics up of most things. It seems.
Yeah, yeah. Unless it's like really niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, and lyrics are definitely important for this album. Like she says a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know what to expect at all listening to this. Like I obviously I've heard it because of the picking clips, but like man, she can play, she can sing.
Yeah.
Like
She powerhouse.
yeah. Like I know that
Is
she's
she
not,
writing this stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She is a
Yeah.
triple
Every
threat.
lyric.
Yeah. I know she's
Oh.
not. I know the reason she's not bigger, but you know that's just because she's an indie artist.
Politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a quintuple threat, man.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
said, you know, and I'm sure we'll have to touch on this in the app. She said, "Fuck the industry. I'm just gonna start my own damn label from the beginning."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Back in the
She was
early
a
'90s.
kid
That's
in Buffalo.
yeah.
Like
saw
a
the writing on the
Renaissance
wall.
woman.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like I'm gonna produce myself. I'm gonna manage myself. I'm gonna make a label.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She
I feel
made
like
it.
it's almost like you have to reverse engineer your own life.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like you want to make art and you want to make the kind of art you want to make, you figure out a way to do it. And she just did it. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And
That's
kept-
tough too.
and is still making stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw her in January.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
Unprecedented Shit is the recent album.
Ha. Aptly
That's a cool
titled.
title.
Wonder why it's titled that.
Yeah. Oh,
Well, I mean,
We'll
hell,
never
it came
know.
out before the results of the election too, so
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we were already kind of there, though.
we were.
It's been fucked.
And it's mostly her and the drummer for this album. And then she does
Yeah.
bass herself sometimes, too, on there.
This is the first album where she
Yeah.
recorded bass tracks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was wondering that at some point. I was like, wait, I thought there was just guitar and drums, and then I heard a little bass. I was like, wait a minute, who's that third person? And then I looked
Yeah.
at the notes, and it's her. I was like, oh, yeah,
Oh wow, cool.
yeah.
Damn.
My sock drawer ever dreamed of. Love that line.
Hmm. That's a yeah. Like some of the lyrics are just like, especially when you see them written, it's like poetry. So when you like, you're like, oh wow, there's something really visceral about it.
Absolutely.
And it definitely like has that like
Fuck.
Yeah.
that spoken word, like the way she delivers a lot of the songs.
It is so 90s.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Some people can't
100%.
pull off that spoken word and sound
No.
cool, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she's got a real, like, she could rap, I think. You
Mhm.
know what I mean?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
she's got
yeah,
flow.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
You know, that's why I always admired like when we listened to like rap albums from like
Yeah.
the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
It's almost like sometimes some of their like extra spoken words, like the skits that they do. You know what I mean? Like they,
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like it's just
Oh, yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like
yeah.
an
Sometimes their
add-on to it
skits
and-
also contain spoken word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking impeccable.
Well, it's just like, the guitar just sounds so clean.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You know the deal with how she plays. I'm guessing you looked that bit up too.
I actually did not. But does
Fake
she...
nails, super glued, and
Okay.
duct taped onto her hand, onto her strumming hand.
Wait.
Oh wow.
Wait, what? Hold on. Explain that again.
Fake nails, like heavy duty
But
fake nails.
you said duct taped.
Super glued
Yeah.
on and then duct taped on to make sure that they
They don't rip
stay.
off.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
I
rip
guess,
off and destroy your
If
hand.
you're using them
But
as...
you know-
Damn.
My first like thought was like ballet
That's
dancers, they
crazy.
tape their feet to maybe, and then by the end they're like bleeding.
yeah.
It just feels like a dedication to the craft kind of
Yeah.
vibe.
Yeah. That's
But it also
wild.
allows her to do this insanely unique finger picking shit because it sounds like she's playing with a pick.
Yeah.
It's a fake
Yeah.
nail.
Yeah. I
But
wonder
then
if that
like
would give her a little more control.
a lot
you know
more.
what I
'Cause
mean?
You can
Yeah, yeah,
you know
yeah.
she can finger pick multiple strings but still get a hard pick rock and
Sound.
roll.
Yeah,
Right. That's what
yeah.
I was about to
Sound.
say. It's the hardness of it that it come all the notes come through
Very
more
clearly.
than they would with just your fingers.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
a very smart thing to do.
Yeah. That is okay. That makes sense then, because I was like, "What is
Yeah.
she doing?" It just sounds like the clearest like acoustic I've ever
Mhm.
heard. You know?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That end of that previous verse is like one of the most baller fucking.
Oh yeah.
It's just crazy. I was bored. You were bored. It was a meeting of the minds. It's so good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got little good one-liners like that.
All over.
Oh, and this song is like about, you know, like when the bow breaks, like when shit hits the fan, you know, when manufacturing jobs go away. Like she's talking about some serious stuff that we're like, you know, dealing with the end results of, you know.
Yeah.
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 It's
very
95.
political, very feminist, very,
Yeah.
you know, obviously not popular opinion most of the time, but it's like
Yeah.
undercourse of what people are mostly thinking anyway. But like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Like she's got a real perspective and
What's her name
message. Annie Difranco.
Ani.
Ani Difranco. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I never
Better
knew
catch that
about-
before we get into the recording.
Yeah.
Never
Ani.
knew that it was pronounced that way.
I've only ever read it. Yeah.
That's okay. I just learned in researching for this that her given name is actually Angela.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Angela Maria DeFranco.
Yeah.
Which album is this one?
Not a pretty
Not
girl.
Not a pretty girl.
Damn, 95.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of this era of shit, too.
This
Yeah.
is 30th anniversary this month.
Yeah. 30th anniversary, dude.
This
That's
is why I wound
crazy.
up hitting up Brad and being like, dude, drop what you're doing. We got to do this album, man.
I was like, oh, okay. And I heard it. I was like, oh shit. Oh, was that the end of that
Yeah,
one?
we'll get into it a little bit.
Oh man,
There's
that one
different
just
perspectives.
fucking trucks all the way
Yeah.
through.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Okay, now this is the one I think that I knew the most out of these. Like I feel like I had heard this one before. I know the 32 flavors is like the
32
big
Flavors is,
one,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think this is the one I heard more.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Which one is this?
This is called
Shy.
Shy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a very
try and pull up the lyrics myself.
that's a
Oh,
very
yeah.
that's a very 90s.
Sorry, I have some lyrics up, but they're on a screen. You can't
It's a
really
very 90s
see.
hook.
No, I cannot see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can put that to the side of. Wait, hold
on.
I'm all right.
Wait.
I might have an extra TV I'm not using. Maybe I'll just donate it so you can like plaster this wall with computer screens.
Wait, hold on. How do I not look at this part?
I might be gone.
Well, here's the lyrics. They're just really thin.
That's what I have too. So.
So
Oh, and this one is this is the one about. Wait, sorry. Is this about the abortion or no?
no, that's Tiptoe.
That's Tiptoe. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
I miss how progressive the 90s were in relation to today.
It's
Like it feels,
insane.
yeah.
Man, you had like early '90s TLC with was it Left Eye with like the condom on her glasses.
Yeah,
And then also they're just wearing them like on their hats and like shirts and whatever else.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Like first album out of the game, like all right, we're not hiding anything.
yeah.
But yeah, it's,
The way she captures that sense of heat in the song in general, of like that fucking oppressive hot day.
yeah,
Yeah, there's like her poetry. It's I'm gonna say her
I'm hot
poetry.
right now.
Her music, like, is so like it's very visual too. Like I'm in the moment with her, listening to it as if I'm
Yeah.
in the hotel, as if it's hot, as if it's just kind of roady at
It's
the
just
same
so
time.
descriptive. Like I know that feeling, right? I feel
Yeah.
I've had that.
yeah.
And maybe
It's
it's because like
proud
the passion and impassioned nature of just the music and the lyrics and everything. It takes you there. Whereas some other artists, it's just kind of like you're listening to it. It's like an ambiance thing.
Mhm.
With
Yeah.
her, it's like it's kind of a bit of an experience,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you
yeah.
do kind of feel like you're there.
Yeah,
I do.
And that it's just it's still so mind-blowing like how full this sounds considering the minimalist like production,
Yeah.
you know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a Rolling Stone piece from it must have been like last year or maybe even early this year, where they interviewed her about like she pulled her top 10 or 20 songs or something of hers, And she's talking about them as like snapshot moments in her career. And I felt myself shocked where like super late in the mix, she's like, oh yeah, I'm like finally having what I think of as like real studio and like proper production. And I'm like, you thought that none of the other stuff was proper production? What the fuck, Ani?
I
But maybe
mean,
it's like she had like it in her head of what that meant. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
Not technically.
yeah.
No, I mean, I think it's
mean-
more illustrative of the fact that she did so much with so little. So like,
Yeah.
we hear this and we're like, the production on this is tight as fuck, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But she was doing it like fucking bootstrapping that
I
shit
feel
with
like
minimalist
that's typical with a
gear.
lot of
and-
like the DIY, like anything like punk, and then it's like we're gonna have a
Definitely.
label. Like, well, how do we have a label? Well, I don't know. We'll start one right now. Like we
Mhm.
Yeah.
figure a space to record. Like, all right, where do you want to do this? Anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like
So that's cool.
Connor Oberst from Bright Eyes, similar, kind of folksy songwriter, very, a lot of imagery in his lyrics and stuff. Also started a record label, started their own record label, Saddle Creek Records, for him and, friends of the like, that they could have control over what they did,
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that's like it's like I can't think of the term, but mother of innovation,
Yeah.
necessity.
Oh,
Like
Mother of
reason-
necessity.
what was that? Frank Zappa?
Mothers
Maybe.
You're
of
thinking of
Invention?
the Mothers of
Mother's
Invention.
I'm
For
sorry.
example,
Mother-
Mothers
I'm
of
sorry.
Invention.
She said
I couldn't remember the
Mothers of
first word. I had to like start
Yeah.
in the middle to get there. But that idea that like, especially if you are on a budget, especially if you don't have the things that
Mhm.
normal or typically people have in those kinds of settings,
Yeah.
you start thinking, well, what else can I do to like get me there or what have you? So
Yeah.
that's, I think that's really awe-inspiring. So
Yeah. The movie industry is kind of going through that kind of assessment right now with like how much money they spend on their movies versus like the return they get or whatever. And like part of the
Yeah.
reason like a lot of like modern movies are quote unquote flops is just because they spent so much on the movie.
Yep.
well, it's like back in the day, the DVD releases were
Right. And there was
such a-
also, yeah.
that had
Well-
such an impact on the films that were made because
Yeah.
they assumed that if they didn't make it during like when they're in the theaters, that they would get money back from like the
Yep.
DVD
Right.
And-
sales.
Well, and
So
more
that
more people didn't
changed
go
the
to the
market.
movies either.
Yeah,
Like that changed a lot in the last couple of years as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The people not going to
COVID and
movies as much.
everything.
Yeah. Definitely.
it felt like there's been a bit of like a resurgence. I think it's like you have your blockbusters and then you have your indie flicks,
Yeah.
and there's not as much of like we don't have a lot of comedies anymore. We don't have like those mid
Mhm.
films.
Right.
Like a lot of like horror movies that usually are like lower budget,
Yeah.
and then you have like the blockbusters.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But even some of the blockbusters are starting to try and use like cost-effective techniques. Like I was just reading like the most recent Marvel movies have been costing less because they asked like that one filmmaker that made the what was that movie about the kid that was a robot?
AI.
Not AI.
Yeah.
It was a kid that was a robot, had the see-through head though.
idea what you're talking
I
about.
have no idea.
It would help if I knew the title of it, but it was like
I would-
it was a film that was like it seemed very very like CGI intensive and like technical, but it was like very very cheap.
Oh, it wasn't the one with Will Smith.
No,
Okay, sorry.
no, I can't.
I
Still-
kind of
we're
have
still-
the image
still taking
of what you're talking about. I've
Yeah.
got no.
It's like this.
And now I'm just imagining Jaden
yeah.
Smith with a see-through head.
This is like nice background music for this conversation.
This is cool. Yeah.
Really flavors what we're talking about.
This is like the most
It's such a good track.
like, brutally honest track
Yeah.
on the album, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another
We'll,
thing
we'll
about
talk. We'll talk
movies-
about it in depth during the podcast, viewers.
Yeah, it's okay. I've got good notes. Don't worry.
Yeah. But no, this.
I feel bad. I was listening to the wrong album. It's like I wish
I
I
think
knew.
it's hilarious, actually.
It's like, oh,
I-
okay, that
I could
that
see why,
tracks.
though.
Yeah. Well,
Because
not.
Yeah.
Little Plastic Castle is considered like the breakthrough album where she had a popular music moment.
Yeah.
So it would make sense, and I mean, almost every Ani Difranco album can be treated as at the very least highly thematic.
Mhm.
Oh,
Some of them are a little
absolutely.
more concepty than others, but
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Shoes.
Fuck. God damn.
Yeah.
That's the perfect like vocal like fade out. Like she like
Yeah.
backed away from the mic.
Nails it.
Even the
You
like the
know?
pitch of her voice is just flawless in that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I don't know how many takes that was, but it was excellent. Whichever take it was.
The best one. So I think this is an artist where like, because my goal is always to go record hunting, trying to find like used albums. I'm like, I want to find more Annie, and I've only found Ani. I only found one, and I had a look at the album. It was Knuckle Down.
Oh yeah, I guess being a independent record label, they might.
Well, I'm not.
She has vinyl now.
It's not. It's
She has
not.
vinyl
It's
now.
not like new or used. It's just used. But it's one of those things where like, if people have those records, they're not getting rid of them. I'm
Oh
saying.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
right.
there are artists that
Not-
like it's hard to find because everyone
Everyone
has
keeps
an
them.
album. They're keeping that
Yeah.
album.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
it's one of those. Yeah, always trying to find like one used is super hard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she didn't have vinyl back in the day of this stuff. It's currently
that
sold
was
out on
like it was pretty dead in the 90s, right?
Exactly. Vinyl was very dead at this point. So
Yeah.
some people
Yeah.
were doing it, but it was not standard.
Yeah.
Like it was all CDs and tapes.
Yeah, vinyls were being used to put on turntables and mix. You know what I mean? That's what vinyls were for.
I'd be tempted to
Yeah.
look
We're
up
sorry.
discos and just kind of see what she had out. But I know there are some out there, and so
Yeah,
trying
right.
to
Yeah.
locate more.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm
it's,
kind of hoping for a resurgence of CDs at some point. Like, as
It's
I find
happening.
vinyl's okay, but I'm
Yeah.
like, you have to flip the record, and then
Yeah.
the record has to work well. And it's like CDs are a little bit more indestructible.
you know,
it's-
vinyls do sound better though.
I will say
They do. The sound quality is
they
warmer.
really do.
It is
It
nicer
can be
sound.
depending on
Here we go again.
the time and the press. There's a lot of stuff.
we could
about-
remake the CD player though, you know? We could
But
make it better.
Absolutely.
CDs
You know, I
are
tell
coming
you,
back.
I was
That's easy.
talking.
Did you say they're not coming back?
No, they are.
They're, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because people discovered how cheap they are now. So to save money, people have been buying used CDs, and so now
Yeah,
there's
I
been,
kind of want to
and
start
then
there's been
doing
a
that.
giant
And
incline.
then
of people
getting that
trying to hunt down-
music
Yeah.
instead of just paying for it from.
Well, that's the thing. So the CDs
My-
that you get from the record label literally are a higher quality. Like those are the ones in my CD wallet that I can still play.
Well, I mean, that's
all
why
the CDRs
that's
are
why it
dead.
replaced,
Yeah.
like vinyl in the first place.
My thing that I find frustrating is like I got rid of all my CDs mostly because I had a mold issue, and I got rid of everything, and then I was
Yeah.
like devastated afterward. I was like, I want to get everything back because sometimes it's really hard to find certain tracks. Like there's
Mm.
specific songs you can't find on Spotify
Yep.
or YouTube or whatever, and then you start thinking, man, I'd rather have a physical copy, and that way I can like re-listen to these certain songs.
It was the glory
Yeah.
of the
For sure.
album.
That'll be coming up actually
We
in their
lived through
conversation.
the glory of
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
album.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
that was a
And it's
big
gone
point
now.
of conversation
it's
with me and
single
Moses.
culture now.
And then like my love for old punk, like there's about 50%
Yeah.
that's on Spotify, and the other 50 is like, well, if I want to listen to it, it's like it's either one of my records or one of my CDs, and that's the only place I'm going to find it.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's fucking trucking.
Yeah. It's one of the 3 core Ani Difranco topics:
Yeah.
relationships, and they defucked up.
Yeah. That was that's a big topic
All
of
relationships
conversation
are a
in
little
the,
fucked
in the
up.
90s.
You just don't always know how,
It's true.
God, the rhythm of that too. Dun, 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 dun,
There's a
dun.
newer artist that this track really reminds me of, Khaki King.
Okay.
Just fantastic, just solo guitarist. Just I discovered her, I think, right before I started ACD, and like it was one of those weird flukes. I was like, man, does she tour? Like, I would like to see her. And like the week before, I looked up, she was at the High Noon in Madison. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Damn it.
Are, seriously?
Oh, the opposite of cool.
Damn. That's messed up, man. Oh, we got the title track.
Yeah.
Title track.
So this is a solid song.
Yeah.
Put me down, punk.
And this song is like more relevant than ever, I think.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah.
the like kind of the toxic dudes she's talking about in this track.
Yeah, because even
You
it's
know?
like back in the day, like back in the 90s, you had like Laura Dern in like Jurassic Park. And
Yeah.
it feels like even those kinds of representations are lacking nowadays. Like as a
Yeah.
kid growing up as like a girl, you're like just grasping on any kind of representation of a woman who's like strong and smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like there's nothing now. Like you watch the newer Jurassic Park films and they're like I can't remember the Ron Howard's daughter, I can't remember her name.
Oh,
Bryce.
Oh,
Jessica,
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah, her character, she's like wearing heels the whole time. And
Yeah.
just like
Yeah,
being
she
like,
wasn't-
oh
she
hey,
wasn't
Chris
doing
Pratt,
that.
save me.
Oh yeah, that one went hard back into the like gender roles bullshit.
Yeah, and it's just
yeah.
it's like disappointing because it's not just there, it's across the board.
It's in
Like,
every
Like I saw
park.
a commercial recently where it was like this family was sitting around and they're talking to their little girls and they're like, oh, we're saving up for your wedding. And it's like it's supposed to be a banking commercial, and it's not like we're saving up for your college tuition. It's
Mm,
your
Yeah.
dowry for when you get married, essentially.
right.
And
Yeah,
it
they're
feels like
trying
we've
to-
gone back in time.
They're trying to shift that narrative back to it, you know? That's
Yeah.
what the whole point of what they're doing is.
Exactly.
There's a lot more pushback than you think, though. I swear to God,
No,
I
I
see it every
know.
day, but I do see a lot more support, too. It's
Yeah.
always from rich people or rich wives who aren't getting affected by anything that's
Exactly.
actually happening. But
That's the
there
thing
is
is
being a lot of pushback.
like rich women will still be able to get abortions. Like they're not impacted by
Rules are meant for poor people.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Rules
Yeah,
and laws.
unfortunately.
Laws.
Unfortunately.
Laws are
Yeah.
meant for poor people. There we go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Not rules. Laws.
that should be on a T-shirt, like
I
as like
swear to God.
a few kind of thing. Like
Nick-
I don't know.
Nick told me that. A former Falbo's employee. Like, laws
So,
are meant for
There's
poor
some
people.
like left ear stuff. There's like some stereo stuff going on.
Totally. She's got the AIs on the left. Yeah.
Yeah.
The slow. Hey,
My
yeah.
headphones suck, so I'm not getting like the
Oh,
full.
okay.
It's pretty sweet. It's funny though. This conversation, like this album, doesn't even go quite as hard on those themes. Ani goes on those themes regularly, and
Yeah.
the only reason I realized Naughty Pretty Girl was 30 years this month was because on 4th of July, I was all fucking up in my head about shit, and I put on her track "Tis of Thee," which I think is off of Up, 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 but might be one of the, somewhere in that era.
Yeah.
And that track is just straight in your face. It is
Yeah.
so in your face
Yeah.
in terms of like that theme, in terms of class war,
Yeah.
and race, and you know,
Yeah.
and you know, now they've locked everyone up except the Cleavers and the Bradys. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
fucking raw.
Yeah.
Dude.
Like I could totally see why she didn't make it in the mainstream so much. You know,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
There's
You
some of that
think?
stuff they typically don't like you
It's
to
pretty
talk
hard to
about.
use that song in a
Um,
car commercial.
Yeah.
Go to Janis Joplin enters the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God bless, by the way.
Ooh, this one's got some cool guitar.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is also one of Ani's favorite themes, which is fucking music industry.
This is like vengeful, Ani. I like that line.
Yeah.
It's just so like straightforward. Like, hey, I need to play my guitar, dude. Okay.
That's a cool line.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
At this point in the song, you might think it's about a guy.
Hmm. Wonder what I wrote down.
Is it Dave Coulier?
I don't know that other song where she was talking about kind of flirting with the person that worked, the woman that worked at the hotel that was like strong. I was like, I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Well, this one's her like "fuck the music industry" song,
this is
right?
her "fuck the music industry" song. This is
Yeah,
the beauty of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
It starts out like it could be about a relationship.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is.
it's a
It is about a
relationship.
Yeah,
relationship.
Sure,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah.
A
Remember,
relationship.
entities are people too.
So no, they're fucking not. I hate that that is a thing. But there was So okay, the her breakout album, was that on a major label?
No, it's always been Righteous Babe Records.
Okay, so she's never been on a major label.
Nope.
That's
It's just
amazing.
that album got a little bit of attention, and then people got angry because they're like, "Oh, she sold out." It's like, no, people just happen to think this.
Well, yeah, if she was
has
never
some
on a
pop-
major label, you can't say that about a musician.
It's like-
Like that's not cool.
You need to be able to like survive if you want to be an artist. Like
Yeah.
you want to actually be able to like be able to make art and still
you
live.
need money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You need at least
It's
a
not
bill,
selling
out,
bill
it's-
money. You know,
Yeah.
I always say
you don't need
that.
fuck you money, but like you know,
There's so many artists that do that, and then like they get up there and then they do what the record company wants them to do for like 2 or 3 years, one or two albums, and then they do what they want.
Well,
And
that's why I was wondering
those
if-
people are my real heroes.
Well, that's
I
what-
don't give a shit. They did what they did to get the money, and then they do what they want.
they got the bag and they left.
Yep.
Yeah, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect that.
But yeah, that's why I was wondering if she was one of those people that like, you know, got the major record label help push and then like coasted on, you know, the success of that or whatever. But this is like truly grassroots, like, you know,
all the way out.
yeah.
But getting courted periodically by labels.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite band, the Felix Culpa, was courted by a few record labels and they did not make it. And it's because they didn't, you know, they didn't play ball and compromise their art. And I respected that, you know. I always respected them for that.
So
Well,
that's
it's hard when you hear about like even like Taylor Swift and everything. You start hearing about like they don't get to own their own music, and then that kind of feels like you're not even really. I don't know. It complicates things.
well, that's always been the thing. It's like when they say they get this kind of deal. Well, that deal is for
It's a raw deal.
it's a raw deal. You get that
Yeah.
money, but then you don't get any money for like 10 years.
Sure,
or
it's
some
something
shit.
Getting worse and
Like,
worse all the time.
'cause that was the deal. We
There are
give you
a
a
few
bunch of money now, and
There are a few artists that try and get their contract, and they have actually managed to like, maybe own their catalog or at some point get it. But yeah, overall, it's a shit show in like any sort of like
it's
major
just a shit
label.
show.
Yeah.
So you might not have like the millions and millions of dollars, but like if keep like a more of your independent record label, like you
Well,
have
yeah.
your rights really. Like you
Yeah.
own your music, you can do what you want with it.
And I tell you, it really takes someone smart, because anyone can enter that industry and make a lot of money and blow hard, kind of shit.
Mhm.
But it really does take someone smart to stay in that business and like
Yeah.
keep that money rolling so you can do what you want. But every once in a while you do something, you do something for the money.
Yeah, there's the
Throw the bone
Balance.
down.
one for me, one for you, man, you
Yeah.
know, idea. I like that line a lot.
Yeah.
Nobody's lying still, the stories don't add up.
Yeah.
At first I read it wrong. I read it the opposite, like I forget how I interpreted it at first.
The exact opposite.
The exact opposite.
Always.
Yeah, that
Which
whole
hit-
verse is
which-
bonkers.
They
Which
wouldn't
track
try to
is
put the
this?
ocean in paper cup. That's like that's
Oh.
beautiful.
It does remind me of Wayne's World though, and it's like if you need to spew
spew.
into this.
Hell yeah.
Which track is this?
Oh, this is
How hour follows hour.
Our
Yeah.
followers, our I think it's 9 maybe.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
And then next is the breakout hit that maybe got a Grammy.
It got covered.
Okay.
And no, her Grammy nom came off of. Oh God, it's off of Living in Clip.
Okay.
which is a live album. It isn't. It's a song off this album. I think it might be Shy.
Okay. Maybe that's why I know that one.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, Shy.
Okay.
On a 97 Grammy Award nom for Best Female Rock Vocal Performance.
Oh,
She's
okay.
just bonkers live, man. I gotta say,
Oh yeah,
and she still is. She
I
still completely
imagine.
has it. She still has her full range. I mean, I'm sure she doesn't have
Oh,
the
that's
top of the
great.
range that she had when she was, in her 20s.
She must
but
not smoke or something, or maybe she just like
Or you
does
just-
exercises or something.
possible that Ani doesn't smoke weed ever.
I mean,
it seems so
Might
unlikely.
vape.
Seems
I mean,
unlikely.
if you have
Vapes.
money, you can get a lot of shit too.
But-
I mean, there are
no.
old even metal singers that just they kind of like were able to either keep that shit tamed down, like never like lost control over like any sort of like substance. But like you had like Bruce Dickinson I mean, he's now slowly losing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you had like even like Dio, and there's like Halford, like they still would manage to hit those ranges and see him live like 30, 40, 50 years later. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you,
Yeah.
like how are you
Was
to
it-
do this?
Was it when he was on Ty from Lords of the Trident? Was it when he was on this pod that he was talking about how he nearly lost his voice?
I think so. Yeah. I think that
Yeah.
that had happened somewhat recently for him.
And so he started
Yeah.
doing like opera lessons, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's
So
smart.
even more so than like the smoking question. Obviously,
Yeah.
she's not a cigarette smoker.
Well,
It's obviously technique, right?
Yeah.
Stefan from Pup, after the first album, he almost blew out his vocal cords.
Yeah.
They thought
Yeah.
we just got it big and now we're going to lose it all. 'Cause
yeah.
he took lessons and were able to control like the range.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if you're not sane, even speaking properly, you're gonna mess with it a little bit.
Mhm.
If you're forcing too much air, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
Don't be a
Adele's
blowhard.
had to have like 2 surgeries.
So you get more
Yeah.
air out there. That's awesome.
Well, listen, I always say the reason why like Janis Joplin could do it so hard is because she lived to a very young age.
Right.
She
Yeah.
did a lot of
You never saw the
neck
fall off.
enhancing drugs.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Just
so
some
she
Jack
could she could
or
just do
Jim.
what she you know so
Ah.
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah. She's like she was in the
It's
room
true,
with
though.
us right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
wow.
I close my eyes.
She is my
Yeah.
favorite. She is my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she's one of John's tops.
Her and Stevie Nicks, those two are my favorites.
Yeah.
She's not. I wouldn't say she's one of my favorites. I do like what does it take a little piece of my what's that song called?
They take
Piece
a
of my
piece
heart?
of my heart.
No, piece of my
I
heart.
do
Off of
love
one of my
Yeah.
favorite albums, Big Brother
Yeah.
and the Holding Company.
When she's like, "Come on!" Like when she's saying those lyrics, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's
Again,
so."
that's a cover too, and she just
Oh, is
wrecked
it? Who's the cover of?
Dude,
From-
it was
Was
a
that
blues
Hendrix?
singer. No, it was a blues
Or
singer.
blue, okay.
Oh, was
Like
it?
from like
I
the
did assume
40s.
Hendrix too, though.
Yeah, because Hendrix does have a version of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like all along the Watchtower. Like I don't know if he
Yeah,
covered
that
something else.
is
or-
no.
That's
He
Dylan.
covered that from Dylan. Actually.
Right.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. He's like, I'm just gonna take your song and do it.
But it's
better."
cool. Like there's certain artists, like it's like Johnny Cash with "Hurt," that it almost it becomes their song.
Oh yeah.
when it
even,
becomes
yeah.
bigger than
even
the
Trent
original.
not acknowledged. It's like, nope, this is yours now. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
he
own
said he
it.
cried. and he
Originally
was like, "It's not
recorded by
mine."
Irma Franklin in 1967,
Okay.
and
Cool.
she was like an early
yeah.
blues singer.
All you Irma Franklin heads out there.
So that's why she loved the song, and she just sang her damn heart out on it. And the rock is beautiful. We covered that album actually.
I really,
Dwayne "The
I
Rock"
thought
Johnson?
We
Moses,
did
you
it for
played
the
keyboard. I
artwork
thought
guy.
that was the song.
I was just like, what key is that one in? F sharp, I guess.
Yeah. I want to start doing piano lessons. A friend of mine teaches them, and I'm like, I want to try that. So
That's a really good way to get into like music composition and stuff. Like
that's what I was thinking. I
Yeah,
was like,
it's one of the
there's a
best ways.
even just certain covers. I'm like, I want to be able to play them myself, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
guitar is my instrument. So
Mhm.
Being able to chunk out some basic chords on the piano, very, very attainable.
Mhm.
I think if
Absolutely,
have
that's
some
what I was
music
thinking.
Background, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it changes your relationship to music by being forced to learn the bass as independent from,
yeah,
from the, having that kind of bilateral distinction.
Right.
I also believe that
Yeah.
learning to play a little bit of drums changes your relationship to music from having to
Oh,
get,
right.
It always
at least 3-way,
it always
Yeah.
helps your education to learn every piece. and
Yeah.
learn the importance of every piece.
Oh yeah.
By learning that piece, you know.
100%.
Yeah. Like so the best studio or the best like musicians in general out there are the ones that just keep learning new instruments. You know, like Paul McCartney knows like 50 some instruments pretty
Yeah.
well.
Still loves that bass.
Still loves that bass.
Still loves that bass.
God, I want to play one of those basses one day. I've always wanted to put one of those on my shoulders.
You know, I always say, especially because he chose to do it in the Beatles. You know that
Was that a
like the
coin
bass,
flip?
the bass really is his love. Like it's really his original love because he did it in when he went to Wings too. He played the bass for that too. You know,
Yeah.
he really learned to love that instrument, and he became very very talented on it.
Oh, I like this song. How it talks. Well, we'll talk about it more in the podcast, but like,
Yeah.
it's a good kind of a thing about like prettiness, quote unquote, is like you can't
Yeah.
win, you can't, and you can't. You're gonna lose if you try to look pretty, and if you don't look pretty, there's like
Absolutely.
no winning or whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
hey.
definitely like, I mean, honestly, it's you, if you were not beautiful as a woman or perceived as beautiful, it does diminish any accomplishment you have. Like you
Right.
can't be an astronaut and then be on TV without being flawless, without being like criticized to hell
Yeah.
because you don't meet some kind of criteria that
Yeah.
doesn't, matter for men.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So that's kind of daunting and frustrating and dehumanizing and
Yeah.
Yep.
exacerbating in every awful thing. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this track is in a lot of ways the companion track to the title track.
Right,
absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. It does, and I love because she does reference the same lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's such an important theme. So, and
Yeah.
I love that she titled the album that. So,
Yeah, that's a really like strong like title, I think. Like a strong
Absolutely.
statement.
I mean, like it always reminds me too. Like Elliott Smith has a song. I don't know. I think it's like shit. I gotta look up the name of it.
Oh, we got some Phil Collins drums at the end here.
She says in that Rolling Stone piece,
Oh.
like, and I put a drum jam at the end of this song. I don't know why.
It fits, but Elliott Smith has a song "Pretty," and then it's like in brackets "Ugly" before, and I always like kind of think of the two, like her songs than his song,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
because it is nice to hear from a male perspective too,
Right.
and
Yeah.
like he references like the idea of like not being good enough and not feeling like attractive enough and all these
Yeah.
things.
Well, yeah,
Even though-
especially young boys today with all the, all the fitness bros and like there's a
Absolutely.
toxic culture, around male physicality too. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Definitely not to the, same degree, of course.
You telling
It's
me
like, I
Andrew
think-
Tate is toxic?
a little bit.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't agree with everything,
Who knew?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. God damn. The worst timeline.
Who?
The worst timeline we're on.
Very.
Who could have
Yeah, it
possibly
sucks.
anticipated that these toxic bros would be toxic?
Yeah.
Why can't we like write a new Community episode where we're in the best timeline?
Dude, I know.
I want to live in that timeline.
Well, like
Yeah.
they got to go back to the good timeline of Community, right? Didn't they get to go back?
I thought so.
Well, the
I was
bad
like-
people showed up to the good timeline.
Yeah. So that's how you know it's in a fictional universe.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That things work out. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's how you know
Not
it's
a Hallmark
it's
movie
fiction.
after
yeah.
all.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my god.
That is quite a long drum jam, isn't it?
Somebody's playing a djembe here, definitely.
Oh yeah,
90s,
absolutely.
you
I
know?
mean, like the other thing with all of her music is like I can definitely picture myself outdoors at a festival,
Oh, hell yeah.
just totally
Oh,
into
yeah,
it,
right.
out of it at the same time, kind
Yeah.
of
Oh wait, never
So-
mind. That's not me picturing. That's just a memory. Fuck.
thing. Maybe just like picking up on your experience osmosively, kind of thing. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool.
I think I only saw her at a festival once. I can't remember because that part of life is a little hazy and a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Oh yeah, this kind of thing is really cool in a festival setting.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they probably go for another like 10 minutes or something.
I feel like I'm barefoot, like on mud, Like
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Oh, they're gonna sound mushrooms. That too.
Yeah, right. On mushrooms and in mud.
yeah, oh yeah, not
This is where I
mushrooms.
live
but
now.
This is where I live
That's
now.
where I live now. Yeah.
Oh, this one's got some interesting time signature stuff, I think.
I think it's just layered.
Oh yeah, it's already kind of yeah.
It's hard to tell if there's actually a weird time signature because I don't know how to count it.
I think it's 6/8. Like, there's no way this is in 3/4. I think it's in 6/8.
Oh, yeah.
It's got that strong 2 feel, but the triplet structure.
I think you're right. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's almost like a waltz or like a salsa dance kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
'cause I can picture this, like people dancing like that. Anyway.
And she's got some more processing on the guitar for this one.
Yep.
It's not as clean.
This album's far more electric than the previous one, which is more electric.
This is more electric than the previous one?
This is one of the key things about this album is it's like a pretty significant move towards a more rock and roll production, more electric guitar sprinkled in, the bass not remotely an acoustic sound, you know.
Wow, that's the opposite of what I was expecting that was the truth. But
No.
okay.
Right before this is Out of Range, and that's I think the first album that there really is much electric stuff going on at all.
Okay.
And the one after this, you know, the curve continues. The instrumentation gets progressively complex over this next kind of series of albums.
Yeah.
So this album was mostly on CD and cassette, but in 2014 there was a vinyl release of this.
Okay.
Which is sold the fuck out.
Well, here's the funny thing. So the low end, the price that has ever sold was $70, and the high end was $300.
Wow.
And right
Fucking
now there's
shit
5 copies for sale around $211.
Oh wow.
So yeah, they're available.
Well, Dave, the question is, if I'm trying to get a copy of this album, do you think I'm asking too much?
My God.
Nice.
Oh, I can buy a mint one for $500 or $439. So yeah, they're out there.
This one's really vulnerable, this track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
I wonder if
these
that's
layered
why
vocals.
it's harder.
Hmm?
I wonder if like the vulnerability of it, why the contrast of like the harsher sound
Yeah.
is a way of like feeling stronger to be more vulnerable kind of thing.
Yeah,
She
maybe.
does that on Dilate for sure. On the next album, including like the track Dilate, the title track of that album, is like a very intense song, and it's also incredibly fucking vulnerable.
Yeah.
Well, the lyrics on this one are also really great.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. The imagery, talking about imagery, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab another beer.
You definitely got this thing going on here that's like the nobody thinks that the performing artist is an introvert, but like fucking 4 out of 5 times performing artists are introverts.
100%. That and it's like being on the road is very isolating.
Yeah.
And being an artist typically is isolating.
Yeah.
And you know,
absolutely.
so yeah, I get what you're saying, 100%.
But yeah, my impression is that personal life wise, Ani's not like
Killing
an
it.
outgoing person necessarily.
Yeah.
No.
No, I get that.
Did your stepdaughter Angelica Garcia listen to any Ani Difranco?
She is not.
Okay.
Keep trying.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I wonder if that took off in the home.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to get Angelica Angelica the Younger, which I will
Yeah.
never say that in recorded media. But, you know, since my wife is Angelica, it's her daughter Angelica.
Yeah.
I'm not going to refer to her as Junior.
Yeah.
So, you know.
But yeah,
She's
Danielle
Angel to
Moses
friends.
is
She's Angelica or Angelica professionally, depending
Right.
on, you know,
Yeah.
whether or not the person can manage a little bit of a Spanish inflection.
right.
Yeah.
I'm working on that. But yeah, Danielle, I was just I wanted to let her know, like, Moses's stepdaughter is a like, I don't want to call her just like a pop artist. I mean, she's a little pop, but like she's like an alt
So, I
pop
mean,
kind of.
is she pop? I mean, she's classified as alt pop, and I
Okay.
like
I
when
think that just means
finally
she's got
to
a
the
good
bottom of it.
voice, right?
No, I got to the bottom of it recently. It's because genre is now typically like basically about production style as opposed to music
Okay.
style. This is how people talk about genre these days, and it
Oh,
makes me
yeah.
angry. It makes me irrationally angry.
You know, I've never thought
That's fair.
about the distinction. That's a really good. Huh.
It's like in the
So I'm
late
trying to figure out,
90s
what
and
do
early
I-
Is this across
2000s.
the board all genres or just
Yeah.
a few right now?
No, I think like contemporary music, when people
Okay.
genre categorize it, they do it by production style. This is what I've kind of my received wisdom. Like
Yeah.
like in the 90s or 2000s, when you would talk to a DJ and they would talk about genre as if it was a function of beats per minute,
Okay.
Oh wow,
which
interesting.
also made me insane.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
that's the
Honestly,
thing.
that's a very fair, irate.
yeah.
Reason to be
That's a
irate.
musician thing, right? Like it wouldn't
Yeah.
bother you. I think it, you know, it shouldn't bother most listeners, and there's no reason to be bothered by it. But
It's
Yeah.
the
No,
it's,
I
it's
think
the
that makes
WAP
sense.
quandary.
Yeah. When you try
Yep.
to categorize things, it gets a little hairy, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, secret
What,
music.
what does
secret,
she
but,
describe
I
her
am,
genre as, though? That's usually what I
think
try to
she's,
go by.
she's currently describing it as, you know, as like electric pop or alternative pop.
Yeah.
It's.
But she's
I
a great.
think
She's
of
a
it
great
as
songwriter. Like she.
I
is,
think of it as
I really
contemporary or you
hope
know
she keeps on,
alternative rock,
skyrocketing because she rocks.
multicultural alternative rock. But you know,
Yeah.
that's my opinion because. I don't know, it's been there for a while. Things are all mixed up these days. John, you were like ranting about this a few episodes ago.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Genres are. Yeah.
I do that sometimes.
We got too
you
many
know?
of them. Too many
I
genres.
go-
I think it was MySpace that
Ugh.
fully like destroyed genres for all time. You know, people were able to label their own brand new whatever they felt upon any given day. They're like, this is basement
Well, you know-
banana core.
You
More
know,
so
and
than
it's just-
more so than SoundCloud.
It's just like you can have your own shit, but it's all gonna get merged into something, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
eventually they'll just call it classic rock.
the
or whatever.
machine's just gonna
Right.
the machine's just gonna like run it. You know?
Once it's old enough, it's just classic.
It's just
It's just classic
classic
rock. It
It's all
doesn't.
classic
It's
rock,
stripped of its
essentially.
genre entirely. It's
Oh my
just
god, it's funny.
right.
Whatever you thought your identity was as a young song.
Yeah.
It's classic.
Yeah.
We'll all
classic
meet
rock
again
now.
in the long road of the middle.
That's right. We all do meet again
One
in
day,
the long
you know,
road.
I'm
in the
sure.
Middle. One day
I'm-
you look around and you're like, I'm surrounded by the people I hated.
I'm sure there's already a couple Snoop Dogg songs on the classic rock song station. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
When you're at the
Once it's old
grocery
enough.
store and you hear a song from your high school days, you know shit went sideways.
Oh my god. That's ridiculous because that shit happens though now.
It'll happen to me. It'll
Sucks.
happen to you.
That's right.
Happened to me.
Hey, one of that classic rock Nirvana.
By the way, I wish that Spotify had the lyrics for this one in particular because this one's got great lyrics too. We'll talk about
Yeah.
it. On the,
But we don't know the lyrics.
they don't know the lyrics. You know what? The lyrics for this one were just too radical for
For
Spotify.
Spotify.
Spotify's
That's
like,
right.
you know what? I don't know about prison abolition. I don't know about rethinking our prison structure. You know?
I'm gonna be right back, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Does we take metaphors that far? What? Yes.
Oh, it's got the yelling. I love the yelling.
Oh yeah, that's Andy, the drummer.
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Kurt Cobain yell, kind of.
I was going to agree with that. Ax.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's got a totally solid voice. It turns out. it's kind of cool. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
your original drummer actually just had a really
He's
solid
just-
voice. You could just kind of.
You know, it's always nice when every member of the band is talented. You know, it's, I always say that.
Right.
You know, even with whether it's a work crew that you know you do like you're solid with, or like whether you're like a band or like whatever. When everyone's clicking on the same level,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and it doesn't matter. That's just wonderful.
yeah.
You know.
Everyone's on the same page. Oh damn! She got into some Shakira there for a second.
Hips don't lie.
Yeah.
You beat me to it. It was like I was about to open my mouth and like, up, and John's got it.
Just that big fucking chord at the end.
Is this the second to last track?
That is the second to last track.
Okay,
Last track is the
so
second
this is the
spoken word
part.
on this album.
Oh damn! I wish Danielle was here. I could explain it. But this is the part that's different from the full album.
Again,
because
I'm
we're listening on
almost positive
Spotify.
it's actually at the very end, but it's
Yeah,
hard to say.
that's what makes sense to me. That's what makes
Yeah.
the most sense. It
What-
does it like thematically and the way everything's produced and like just put down. It doesn't make any sense for it to be before.
And
the
I
track.
could have fucking sworn it was on Spotify like 3 months ago when I kind of
Yeah.
was dipping back in.
Mhm.
Oh, it was for Music League actually.
Did a song? Are you saying like a song or the track list change?
There's supposed to be like a little bonus thing where she's doing the tiptoe thing. She
Got it.
tries and like
It's outtakes.
she like it's outtakes for
Yeah,
tiptoe
okay.
basically. Yeah.
It's
So-
a set of outtakes where she
Yeah.
does like 3 or 4 attempts.
Yeah, I have like the third attempt, the final attempt in my clip for the episode.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
perfect actually.
There's
Yeah, 'cause you hear a little bit of the laughter from earlier in the album.
there's a great one of my old punk bands I used to love, Screeching Weasel. They had an album called The Wiggle, and there's the last track, Going Home, is one of my favorites, and like it was always on Spotify. Then like when they put the new version of the album on, it was gone. I'm like, what happened to the last track? Where did that go?
Yeah, I always
Why
wonder
is that
like
not
why
on
that
there
stuff
now?
changes. Like why would it change?
It
you
just
know?
like threw me for a loop. So if I want to listen to it, I got to find my old ass CD buried in a box, or search like YouTube for like someone just randomly posting that one track. I'm like, God damn it!
Yeah, yeah. That's why CDs are important.
Yes, physical
Yeah.
media for the win.
Yeah.
I always think about that during like watching zombie shows, and then like they have like a CD that they're listening to all the time, and I'm like, man, I need some of these things back in my life just in case.
Yeah.
The apocalypse. You have to prepare, ladies and gentlemen.
I still have all my CDs in a CD player just off to the side, just a, kind of Discman type thing. And,
I got a Walkman, a Discman, I got an iPod. I just got to find charger cables for that iPod. But
Oh.
so in the
Yes.
apocalypse, I can be ready. I can just be walking down a street.
dude.
I'll be all right.
Just remember, if you can survive the apocalypse, you just take whatever you can carry, and that will survive you, because you'll just find whatever you need along the way.
Oh, I think
Resources become much more available in the beginning.
I thought you were going
the
to
very
say if
beginning,
you can
yes.
survive the
People
apocalypse,
die,
you can survive
and then
anything.
You just kind of get to take whatever's left, So just gotta survive. Surviving's tough.
Oh, is that? That's right. It's just a fade.
We are coming up. Yes.
All right. Well, that was the listen through,
And
guys.
she's
There
a
is
fish.
so like I was saying just a second ago, there should be outtakes of Tiptoe at the end here, but the Spotify doesn't have that version, and just because of technology's sake, I didn't get it in this particular podcast listen through experience. But we will play a little clip of that when we are doing the discussion. But yeah, it's like I don't know
fun
why
surprise.
it's like listed on. You know what? We'll explain this later. I was about to get into the whole thing. We'll explain it after we do our little break here and talk about it on the actual podcast.
Where people will listen to it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess we will see you guys
On the
in
other
a second.
side.
The album concept hour. The album concept hour. The album concept hour. It's the album concept hour. Welcome everybody to the album concept hour. I am your host Brad LeBaron, as I always am, and I am joined by my co-host John. What's going on, John?
Just hanging out for another week.
Another week, another album. And we got Dave over here. What's
In
going
the
on,
books.
Dave?
Hello.
Hey, Dave.
What's
How
up?
you doing? And we have a very special guest. One of Dave's friends is on the podcast. But first, I'm going to introduce our special guest co-host. We have a guest co-host back. Danielle from Canada is back. Welcome to the podcast again. Always love having you on.
Thanks, same.
Always.
Yeah, and we have Danielle on to help us cover Ani Difranco's Not a Pretty Girl from 1995. And it was brought to us by our main guest here, Moses Wolfenstein. Welcome back to the podcast.
It is good to be back.
It's
It's
good
a
to
very
have you.
all-star
It
cast
is.
tonight.
We got another all-star cast for the podcast tonight.
4 gems and Dave.
Yeah, and Dave.
Dave, don't ever discount yourself that way.
It's
bro.
all right. I always do.
Okay. All right. Well,
Low
whatever,
expectations.
whatever makes you happy, that's what I care about. But
We
yeah,
just get
we
to keep showing up and drinking beer and talking about music, right?
That's what I do.
hell
Cheers.
yeah, 200 more episodes of these. Let's do it.
Goddamn right.
But
Fuck.
Moses, so you brought this one to the table this time. It's the 30th anniversary of this album, and you are our resident Ani Difranco lover in the
Yeah,
chat.
it's a matter of days. This album was released on July 18th of 1995.
Yeah.
And here we are on July 20. What is it? 4th?
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
the episode should still be dropping within July, so we're making it.
Heck yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
hey, inside of a couple of weeks of album release is gonna
Yeah.
be solid, no matter how you slice it.
Yeah,
That's
I
not-
mean,
not
it
really
might be
People
the
looking it up
closest
might
we've
even
gotten.
see it.
Yeah, because like we generally haven't been good at like
We don't
getting
do
that
it
close
often.
to the anniversaries.
We've
but
done it once or twice.
Yeah. So I'm glad you brought this to the
happens.
table.
Gotten close once or twice, I should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so oh yeah, right. Before we get into the Ani Difranco of it all, we got to go through and find out what everyone's been jamming on lately, guys. I think we might have skipped this the last few episodes.
We have.
But we'll go through the group here. I'll start. We'll go to the left here, and then Danielle, then Moses. I don't know. So I just watched Sinners.
Why does it sound like something's jamming through?
Yeah,
There's
there's some
music-
Ani playing in the background
music
here. I don't know what's
playing.
happening.
Is it mine?
I think it might
No?
be.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You cannot contain
No
her.
worries.
Yeah,
Were you trying to say how sorry
she wants to get
you
out.
are
We
about
figured
that?
it-
Oh, we'll
we
get back to
figured
that
it
later.
out.
That was really.
That's the important thing.
Yeah. So yeah, I just watched Sinners though. That's kind of the music thing I want to talk about this week. The music, the way it was done. I won't spoil anything because not everyone in the room's seen it, but the way that they cover both the blues and folk music and the origin of those things is really, really cool and interesting. So music fans out there, I know everyone's already told you to watch Sinners, but if you're a fan of like music history and the whole deal with the devil at the crossroads type stuff, like
Off macho style.
this movie is for you, so that I've had a lot of music league stuff too, but mostly I just want to recommend Sinners for those that have HBO Max. John, what have you been jamming on?
Oh man, not too much. Been at work with a lot of low music profiles these days.
Right,
so
right.
no music.
Mhm.
Good for concentration, but not good for concentration.
Right.
But I've been listening to a lot of 90s music on
Mhm.
my radio station, so that's good.
Yeah.
And a lot of Britney Spears.
Okay. Throwback.
A lot I mean, it's the '90s stuff, you know.
Yeah. That's peak
And
Britney Spears.
and otherwise, on Netflix they have Son of a Critch, and I recommend that. It's
Oh
Oh my
one of
God.
the less.
That's so cool. Sorry,
Yeah.
that show, Canadian show.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Funny because so that guy that wrote the show, his life is based on.
Yeah.
He-
He plays the father, right?
He's been a prominent fixture in Halifax, which is where I live.
Okay.
He he worked for 22 minutes, and that's where I do improv is in the same building.
Okay.
We actually are told on a regular
Whoa.
basis,
That's so
do
cool.
not jump, don't jump too much because they're recording downstairs and we get yelled at if we're too
Uh-huh.
loud. So it's great because they've been picked up by Netflix, but he's
Yeah,
Newfoundland, but he's
it's a great show.
Yeah, I've only heard good things. I've not watched it yet, but Malcolm
Dude,
McDowell
There's
in it.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
there's
Yeah, like,
he plays the grandpa. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's his grandpa that he lives with in his room. He's
wow.
great. The show is great, and it's really underappreciated because
Well,
it's a
it's-
Canadian show. It's about Newfoundland. He lives in Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
I'm sorry.
Newfoundland?
Newfoundland.
Now I'm not gonna be able to say it right, and I'm gonna look back.
Pronounce the land.
Newfoundland.
Okay, Newfoundland. Okay.
Newfies.
So,
But there's a lot of
Like
great.
dogs.
but like same with Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
It was this premise that it was a like CBC, they picked up the show,
Mhm.
and then eventually after several seasons, Netflix picks it up. So that's like the Canadian dream. You get sponsored, not
Make it
sponsored.
to-
So yeah, the
but,
Trailer Park Boys.
I
at
mean,
one
let me
point.
tell you, I feel like
Yeah.
he did it
Trailer
much
Park Boys Main
faster.
City. That's the thing is
I-
Trailer Park Boys is in my city too. So it's like,
Wait,
for
really?
oh yeah.
That's
That's like,
That's really
that's
cool.
fucking cool.
no, and it's like I've been thinking about doing like they have casting calls all the time, and I'm like,
Go!
Yeah.
my only thing is I don't want to be seen as white trash on TV. Like,
Well, you got to start
You
somewhere.
gotta do what you gotta do to
you
get
know?
the money.
You gotta,
I suppose, but yeah,
You're
sometimes
dead.
you got to start at the lower end of the,
I know. Yeah, it's like
Man,
be as
social
white trash as
hierarchy.
possible to get on there. Yeah.
But yeah, so
rad.
obviously that is rad,
Yeah.
and that is my high recommendation. A lot
Nice,
of great '80s
nice.
music on the show as well because it takes place in '86.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
He's so so good. There's literally a line where he like it's when me and girlfriend both got like hooked into it, like where he's like, oh, I have asthma, but asthma doesn't have me. And he says that like it's his first like school experience trying to make friends, and it's just
That sounds like a
really-
winner.
Yeah. Asthma doesn't
have
have me.
You're gonna have to give
Or
this.
a
I
really
have
good
asthma.
T-shirt.
But asthma doesn't have me.
That's a good mentality.
So
Yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
Straight. The kid's great.
Yeah. What about you, Dave? What you jamming on?
So the last week or so, there's an old playlist I made when I used to work at ACD when I was closing. So it would just be me for the last half hour.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm. Right.
And I'm like, well, I want to listen to shit that I want, and no one is gonna like be pissed
Who
about and want to
cares?
turn off. So
It's you. It's
it
just
was
you in the
just
building.
a bunch of my favorite punk bands.
I'm gonna
like
go to the
entire
bathroom.
discography.
Finish this segment, please.
Oh my god, what are you talking about?
Huh?
That was great.
I didn't hear nothing.
Second, please.
Dave, continue
Extremely
on.
so.
Okay, I got it. It's all right, Brad. So yeah, it was an old album or a playlist with a ton of. It was like the full discography of all my favorite like punk bands. So I would put it on shuffle every night, and like it was like throwing dice against the wall. Like, what's you gonna play? I'm like, I don't know, but I'm gonna enjoy it. So it
Did
was-
you also throw dice against the wall back in the day?
Well, I got a half hour, the last hour. I mean, myself. So why not?
Of
I mean, you
course.
got a lot
I'm
of
always
dice
gonna
around
win.
there, right?
The house always wins.
The
Winter.
house always wins.
So it was like Screech and Weasel, Queers, Riverdale's, Ramones, Clash, Dillinger 4, Hot Water Music, American Steel, Communique. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, it was like 800 plus
Ugh.
tracks, if not more. But it
Oh
was
my
great
God.
because I would just hit shuffle, because when you have that many albums or bands, like where do you start? I'm like, I don't know, just shuffle it up, just go nuts. And I'd walk in, and like it would, and of course, classic me. Like if you listen to like albums or CDs, like the whole thing, like a year song, like it ends. I'm like, oh, I know the next song is there start like this. And it does. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. This is just a giant just playlist that's just all kerfluffle. So yeah, it was just I just enjoyed having like a little high intensity, a little energy, and just kind of wrapping up a lot of stuff, and then going home instead of being like, oh,
Yeah.
tired. So
I mean, dude, like, listen, that's
Yeah.
but that's what you need for a closing playlist. I closed down restaurants for years, man. That's
and not just closing time.
you
on
always
loop.
get you
Not just
always
closing
yeah,
time over and
exactly
over again.
exactly. You always get to play what you want when there's no
That's
customer.
fun.
There's no customers in the store.
I also heard you can't always
You
get what you
cleaning
want.
shit. Like do what you need to motivate yourself, bro.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. So that's what I got. Just it was a giant pile of punk albums and songs.
Hell yeah.
So
Freaking fantastic.
Moses.
Yeah, that would be me. Well, I've listened to this album a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
You've been
pretty
messaging
cool.
me while you've been doing it.
Good God, y'all. Good God. I can't even tell you. So, first of all, I decided, well, if I'm going to do this, I better do this right. I've missed like probably 10 of Ani's albums that came out after 2000. And I realized I actually only missed, like, apart from some live stuff, like 4 of them. But I did a re listen through the whole damn discography.
Oh wow.
Um,
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I started
damn.
with that, except that I also have just had Not a Pretty Girl on fucking heavy repeat. I have not gone this hard with an album in a long time. A
Okay.
long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Brad, I messaged you. Like the last album I kind of went this hard with was Sprained Right Ankle by oh shoot, I'm blanking on her name. That's messed up of me.
That's okay. Maybe future Brad can plug it in or something.
Yeah. Future Brad
Yeah.
might just plug it in.
Yeah.
But that was
If
when
we're
I was
good. If we're nice
extraordinarily
to him.
depressed. And otherwise, like it does go back to like the early 2000s. The last time and if I think about it, this is probably like the dawn of iPods and having an iPod in my life. And so like sure, I did
2001-ish.
do some album listening on iPods when I had my first iPod, but like
Yeah.
prior to that, it was still in the era of like, hey, you're gonna put the CD or the tape in.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got your big CD wallet with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and so it both made me like nostalgic, but also it was like, there's no excuse. Whatever. I mean, most of the listening I've done has been on fucking Spotify anyway. Fuck Spotify, obligatory.
Yeah.
Spotify.
And
Love
although I
it.
did do like 2 listen throughs, just off of the Bandcamp webpage for Ani. So there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, you know what? I need to do this more. But I will throw a couple of other things that have been in my listening queue lately. Pretty sure last time I was on when we did Paul's Boutique, I mentioned that I'd gotten into this radio drama podcast called Wolf 359.
Okay.
So if you like that sort of thing, Gabriel Urbina, generally freaking awesome. I'll just give him another plug.
Yeah.
Anything that he's attached to as the writer and producer of is
Yeah.
going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But then when I finished that, I was like, hit up my brother who'd recommended me that, and I was like, Gabe, I finished Wolf 359. I don't know. I need something to fill some space. He was like, try Mission to Zix, ZYXX.
Oh yeah.
Mission to Zix is an improv comedy long arc space opera
Yeah. What is
that is the most obscenely overproduced, like improv. I don't even know what to say about this, except that like by the time they hit the 3rd season, they hired an orchestra to do the opening crawl music.
Oh, okay.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
no, I remember. Okay, I remember this podcast now. Yeah.
It is
I remember
so
the one you're
damn
talking
good.
about. Yeah.
It is so good, and
Yeah.
they have a prequel that's
I
going to
think-
drop a
Did they
little
have
bit later
engineer
this year.
Devin? Is Devin their engineer? Did
Oh,
they ever talk to their
gosh, I
engineer, or is he
should
not
know.
involved?
They do interviews.
Yeah.
There are a couple of behind the scenes episodes, and they have this amazing
Yeah.
sound producer.
Because I remember when like that producer got like plucked out of the podcast I listened to, and like had to mostly focus on that one.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that definitely lines up.
Are the
Yeah.
behind the
But,
scenes also improv?
No. So I mean, one of the behind the scenes, they
yeah.
actually did a release of basically like, this is the whole uncut thing. This is what it sounds like before we get in there.
Oh, that's funny.
it's
That probably
cool.
sounds really odd. A lot
It's
of
pretty wild.
spaces and like
So,
There's also a lot of like, okay, no, we're gonna cut that, but let's do this next thing, and then some of those things, of course,
Right.
inherently do wind up in the final mix too.
that's true.
It is such a good experience. If you want to
Yeah.
laugh, if you want something loosely based on Star Wars, but also a lot of other random sci-fi junk,
Yeah.
it's so good. And they're
Yeah.
such a talented improv team. They're all like basically New Yorker types.
Okay.
Oh, and they have guests. They'll have a guest virtually every episode, and those guests are often people with like serious freaking cred.
Yeah.
It's that New
yeah.
York
Improv
thing. I mean, I know there's a
chops.
comparable LA thing, right? But it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, this person writes for the Late Show,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm
and
sure
then
they
the
have
one
the.
other thing I got. Oh yeah,
I'm
go
sure
on.
they have the
Yeah,
LA
what
improv
is,
people too. I'm sorry. What was the last thing you were gonna say?
The last thing I was going to say is
Okay,
so following the music league that was sprung off of here, Dave started the Southern Music League, and I did spend
Yes.
like 2 solid weeks listening to Run Like the Wind because our friend Tristan dropped that one in there.
Yeah.
And the yacht rock just got its hooks in me.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'll
Nice.
do it.
Stupidly good song.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, and like, yeah, I don't know. Did you guys mention the yacht rock documentary at any time in the last couple of months? It's on HBO.
There's a documentary about yacht rock.
Oh,
That's news to me.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
I'll have
my
to put that in the queue.
goodness.
Yeah.
You have got to watch this thing. It's wild. I have
all right.
whole new respect for that entire set of musicians.
Okay.
Absolutely. It is going to, like, all of them. You're going to just be like, oh,
It will
wow.
yacht rock your world.
Okay.
It will. It will. It's like it all came out of Steely Dan.
Right.
Steely Dan, not yacht rock, but Steely Dan is the
Adjacent.
I think they called it the primordial ooze from which yacht rock emerged.
I have to watch this documentary so I can understand finally what yacht rock
the Iggy
is
Pop of punk
overall. Because I'm always
Yeah.
very confused. Like I don't know exactly what it is. You know what I mean? But
Watch the
I'll have
documentary.
to watch the documentary.
It's a vibe.
You'll have a lot of clarity
Vibe.
afterwards.
Well, what about you, Danielle? Have we asked you yet what
We
you're
have
listening
not
to yet?
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to miss you.
Wrap it up.
Clarify, what was this? What was the space opera? Like, what's
Mission
the
to
title?
Zix.
Mission to
ZYXX.
ZYXX. Yep.
Mission to
Okay,
Zix.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to check it out, and I was like, I know I missed what you called it. So,
Yep.
That one's fun.
so some of the songs like I'm into right now is Jesse Wells, who's like a Bob Dylan-esque kind of musician.
Nice.
He's not mainstream at all, but if you like go on TikTok and stuff, you can find his stuff.
Yeah.
He has a song called Red. Fucking phenomenal. It's political as shit. Very much talks about Trump administration,
Yeah.
Elon Musk, etc. It's so fucking good. I can't recommend it enough.
Wait, is he the guy?
But
Is he the guy that's it's just him on the reels?
It's usually like outside
Yeah.
playing like in the field, and he's playing acoustic guitar, and he's
yeah.
like,
Okay. Yeah. I think
Oh,
I
I
know.
like that guy.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking
He's
about.
really cool.
He's
they're
really great.
so good. It just hits so hard. It's so good. And then the song called Grace by Idols. Their music video.
Idols, yes.
They did like Coldplay's Yellow. They did AI, so like, but they had it so it looked like Chris Martin was like singing their song.
Huh.
But it's just the same video, but there's like a little bit of distortion at different parts to make sure it like
Yeah.
meets the amount of time.
Uh-huh.
I just think it's interesting. They had approval and all that stuff, so but it's just
Right,
like an
right.
interesting concept.
Yeah.
And the song itself is pretty phenomenal. I got that from the Righteous Gemstones. Like they used that in one of the episodes, which I
Yes,
was
they
like, this is
did.
hilarious. And then One Thing by Lola Young is like her stuff is so cool to me. I think she has like, and not to like, you know, like put everything to mental health category because I know that's not necessarily like a good thing, but I know she has like, I think she has schizoaffective disorder,
Okay.
and I find her music different. Like she's a pop artist, but there's something different about it. Even just her phrasing, her lyrics. There's just something that I find is like offbeat, which
Mhm.
is not in a literal sense, but just like I just
The
really like her.
structure in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little bit, and just even I don't know. There's just something about her music I really like. And this song,
Yeah.
it's good. It's like it's a good song. So
Yeah. I mean, I think that there's a handful of artists that fit that kind of description.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's for some people that does it brings out something powerful as a musician that not everyone can quite fully understand.
yeah, I mean, I think there's that fine line between creative genius and like severely mentally ill sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I know like there's been comparisons to her and Amy Winehouse and everything.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nice. Well,
Which track did you say?
One thing, it's very slutty. Just
Okay.
very slutty. Okay. All right.
Really
All right.
enjoy it, but just heads up kind of thing. But yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna get into listening to some of these tracks, guys. We're gonna jump into Ani Difranco's "Not a Pretty Girl," and yeah, we got 14 tracks here. It's like 50 some odd minutes of an album. And
Serve no more than that.
yeah, it trucks along though, you know. But yeah, let's hear a little bit of Worthy. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I like that phrasing.
You know, when you say you start off with her being like Alanis Morissette, you really start off
Yeah.
with
yeah.
that kind of vibe.
Well,
That
yeah.
music vibe.
Unavoidable
And it's 95
comparison.
too,
I was
you
gonna
know?
say that's the little thing I want to get ahead of because it's like that is like
Let's get
the
at that.
definitely like when I hear this I'm like I don't want to throw shade at Alanis Morissette, but like
But
is she has to be inspired by this
I'm
to
sure,
some extent,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good question. Had Alanis heard Ani? I've actually never seen an interview where it's come up.
Well,
I
now
just think
it's-
that timeline wise
Was-
Ani would have had to have been a little bit before by
Is
like
Ani-
a year
Oh, she is
right?
before.
a Canadian artist.
Nope. New York.
Okay.
But was
Alanis
she on?
definitely-
I mean, that's
Yeah.
you never know.
You're like,
though.
I mean, Buffalo. She's
I was
practically
just-
from
I was just
Canada.
trying to
She
be
on-
Oh
like,
right,
you
I'm
know,
sorry. We're talking about a very important figure in your
Mhm.
in your country. What do you think about the comparison?
I
between
think
the
like
two.
because I listened to like Alanis's first album, which I'm
Right.
not sure when that came out, and she definitely had a different sound.
It's
Mhm.
early
And then it
90s.
transitioned to like it sounds like more of a mainstream Ani. You know, if I'm being real,
Yeah, right. That's kind
Jagged
of
came out.
Jagged Little Pill
Yeah.
is what year? 95.
95.
Okay, yeah,
Interestingly,
Yes.
it actually came out a month
okay.
before this album.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
But Ani's first album, her self-titled, is 1990.
okay.
yeah, and
Well,
like
that's what I'm
Alanis
saying, you know.
really like delved into, and like I'm wondering about Lilith Fair. Was Ani ever like I'm like those kinds of
That
festivals
is
and
such
stuff?
a good question. I don't
I feel
associate
like-
Ani with playing Lilith Fair, but like it's conspicuous if she
She's
didn't.
right,
Right,
she's
right, right.
right in
Yeah,
there.
she would have
you
had
know?
But
to.
Ani was never on. You can't do that on television.
Right.
So hats off to Alanis on that.
Fair
If it's like a
enough.
point system thing, like
Yeah.
obviously like near the
There's-
top.
Yeah, it's a higher. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
But yeah,
no,
I
I'm so
mean,
glad, Brad, that you put this like question right up front and center because it's for people who haven't heard Ani. It's gonna be she's like an Alanis, and then for me when
Yes,
one of my
yeah.
friends first like when Jagged Little Pill dropped and Alanis got big, it was like I love this, and for me I was like man, this is like pop Ani Difranco.
yeah, you were probably like,
See, that's-
curses.
That's
I
the
kinda-
difference.
This is mine.
though.
This is mine. You know, like
That is
yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
the
That
way
is
that
a-
you can only be when you're like 20. You know,
That is
Well,
a
and I'm a
quintessential
huge
like
fan. You know,
quintessential like underground punk vibe. Like something breaks out. Like,
Yeah.
man, I like this. I like punk. Man, where were you 10 years ago? They've been
Right.
doing this.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Same
You
sound.
want justice for your
They've been-
the artist that you like. You know, you
Mhm.
ride for. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah,
100%, 100%.
But yeah, so you know, no shade to Alanis in this episode or whatever, but yeah, that's definitely
Absolutely no shade.
the first thing that one of the first things I thought was like, oh, there's the definite comparison that I'm sure was made quite a bit back in the day.
Especially in Canada.
Well, and it's like
feel
the
like she was
90s
listening to a
kind
lot
of
of
thing
Can.
too. Like they're both quintessentially 90s sounds,
Really.
But yeah, but yeah, let's just talk about like the guitar work though for a second.
Absolutely.
Like I won't get into a lot of that throughout the album, but like I think this guitar work throughout is so impressive. Not just like the production, but like just the technical aspects.
So
and
very
stuff.
acoustic.
Yeah, and you were talking about her,
Her rather unique method.
Yeah, yeah. You want to explain that
you
again?
know. Yeah, so she uses nail extensions, like extra
Yes.
heavy duty ones. She
Yeah.
super glues them to her strumming hand and then reinforces that with duct tape.
With
Um,
duct tape.
Yeah,
That's
I mean
so
because
crazy.
you really don't want this stuff falling off, let alone tearing
Or
your
ripping it off.
ripping your actual nail off, right?
It's
so it
OSHA
allows her
safety
to,
first.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I
So it
would-
allows her to do this finger picking stuff that, but with a heavy pick style. Which,
Yeah.
like, nobody else does this basically.
Yeah, it's such a smart like way to like make
Use
it
duct
just
tape,
come
smart
through.
way.
You know, I would
mean,
love
there's
to.
no wrong way to use duct
I
tape.
would
you
I
know?
would love to make this comparison to the exact opposite way that because what is it? Ozzy Osbourne just had his last performance with
R.I.P.
Rest in
Ozzy
power, Ozzy.
R.I.P.
Yep, yep.
Ozzy with
And Chuck Mangione. R.I.P. Chuck Mangione. Holy shit, man.
Chuck, dang.
One of the greats.
but it was actually the guitarist from Black Sabbath. He the reason he invented his guitar style
Oh,
was because he burned off his
Yeah.
fingertips
Yeah.
in an
All right.
industrial accident.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like
And
that's
it's just real beautiful symmetry, you know.
well, and what I love about it is like, so okay, this actually connects a little bit with Sinners. In Sinners, there's a line near the end of the movie where a character is talking about how like the music from the when the blues originated,
Like Robert
like,
Johnson.
well, the point that he was just I don't want to spoil anything, but the point that what the character was making is that like it was so much better seeing it and witnessing it, and the recordings do not do that time period
Never.
justice and stuff. And it's like it's so true, as far as the recording quality, as far as when the blues was happening. Like,
Those
blues
people,
just
they
wasn't
were
very-
just better.
but like,
They were just better because of the talent.
but yeah, and bringing
to
this to
get
this, but bringing that to this album, like she does such a great job of bringing that live acoustic sound to the
Yes.
Your
production,
living room.
which
100%.
is impressive, I think. And I think that the what she's doing
Very
with
true.
those finger picks are like the key to all of it.
Yeah.
Big factor.
Yeah.
It's a big factor. It's also like fundamental. So, she is often credited as like starting what is still a kind of micro genre of folk punk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like that's what this is
It's
like.
so in that
categorized.
aesthetic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I do
Definitely.
find even the finger picking, it almost has a percussive sound to it
Mm-hmm.
because of like the nature of it. So it's just kind
Yeah.
of interesting. Like, and you mentioned like it does have a punk feel. It definitely has like a spoken word feel. It definitely has like a bordering rap feel too.
Right.
It's kind of like this melds, and I find like I've said before, the lyrics are very visceral, where I'm like envisioning the thing she's talking about, and it almost feels like almost modernist style kind of writing, where it's like someone's inner monologue for a moment, like just like kind
Yeah.
of going through things, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I got lyric pulls from each of these tracks,
Hell
and one of
yeah.
them for the track. What good is a poker face when you've got an open hand? We were supposed to be cool about this. Yeah, I remember. Cool was the plan. We tried to keep it all under wraps, but the wraps kept going slack. So
Yeah.
good. I keep
Yeah.
turning around. I keep coming back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
her writing. So I have a few theses about this album,
Yeah.
and they're broadly about like the fact that it's kind of representative of a moment in her career.
Yeah.
But then that's reflective on what Ani does in general. So one of my theses about Ani Difranco, and people I think probably often disagree with this notion, that she is queer 90s Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. Because
You know,
she was very proudly.
Yeah, there's a lot of pushback
bi,
on that.
you
But
know?
her lyrical mastery, it's so different from Dylan's, and yet there's something so similar about her willingness to bend sentences into shape to fit a song, to
Right.
use words that she decides are the words that she wants to use.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you can do that and not land the ship or the
Yeah.
plane. You know what I mean? Like you can try to force your words into a song, and like it just sounds like you forced those words into the song.
Yeah.
But it takes like mastery in order to like make
Yeah.
it sound effortless and natural. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Daniel, I mean, towards your point about like, yeah, it's practically rap. It's very spoken word. And one thing Ani did a fantastic job of negotiating the 90s and early 2000s in this respect is she never straight up raps on an album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? She
Yeah.
always is sitting in her space and
Or,
not
like-
like in a period when cultural appropriation wasn't even in the parlance, and where a lot of white people just did it without stopping to think about what they were doing.
Right. Right.
Guilty as charged. I may, in fact, have written a rap in the 90s on a rock album.
Oh shit!
Hold on.
I might have to dig into that.
I'll figure out. Finding it online is hard.
Like
It's
in
another
former 12 inches of snow or something like that.
story. Not quite. but you just have to respect that she's like, yeah, she brings different types of collaborators
Yeah.
in. There
Yeah.
is an album that has a rap track on it. She's not the one rapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Smart.
Yeah. Like,
It's like appreciation versus appropriation.
Right.
Yeah.
And like bring and then like acknowledging that this isn't my space, but I want to
I
make
want
space.
you to do you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Not always the
very
goal.
respectful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, my last note on this song is that
Sure.
I don't generally claim this album in terms of like, oh, this is my favorite, this is my ride or die album, in terms of Ani, because I'm a huge fan. This album's important to me, and I think it's massively important in terms of her career.
Yeah.
But this particular song, oh, holy fucking shit! This
Yeah.
song is just
Yeah.
it's so good.
Well, yeah. The line that I chose for the clip was, "We hold the whole planet at our arm's length. We don't deserve this place."
We don't deserve this place.
And it's like, man, like
Fact.
Boy,
30
that
years
one hits
later,
hard.
man. Fuck.
That
still
one
don't.
hits hard.
Yeah.
We're like the really shitty like a renters in an apartment complex.
Yeah.
We were just
we're
trashing
we're
this
bad
place.
landlords.
Yeah.
The carpet's ripped up. We sold some of the copper pipes. Like we're just fucking this place.
Why
up.
are you still demanding more rent?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
God.
Vesta Realty. If you know, you know. This next track we got for you guys is a really, really fun one. This is, well, it's a very short track, and it's just a spoken word, like front to back. So here is a little bit of Tiptoe with, I think I got the little bit of the next track in there too. Oh wait, no. It's the end of Worthy into the beginning of Tiptoe. Oh, nope, not that one.
Wrong
Nope.
hit.
There it is.
Tiptoeing through the used condoms strewn on the piers off the west side highway, sunset behind the skyline of Jersey, walking towards the water with a fetus holding court in my gut, my body hijacked, my tits swollen and sore. The river has more colors at sunset than my sock drawer ever dreamed of. I could wake up screaming sometimes, but I don't. I could step off the end of this pier, but I got shit to do and an appointment on Tuesday to shed.
Yeah, that one. I love that. First of all, that's the second track. She just fucking punches you in the gut, and she's like, "Hey, this is what you're in for. All right, we're gonna talk
It's
about some
very-
shit."
Yeah, it's very heavy.
Yeah.
Like it's very, very heavy lyrically.
Yeah,
And just thinking about, with a fetus holding cord in my gut. and
that's
just
such a great line. Like,
100%. And then just even knowing like the courts have changed in the US and knowing that like Roe versus
my
Wade has
God.
been overturned. So like when you hear lyrics like this, like part of the reason why women want to be progressive in music is because there has always been that fear of reproductive rights being taken away. It's like just
mhm.
because it can be and it has been in other countries.
Yeah.
So then when you see it like written, and this is like how many years ago did this album
30.
come out?
3-0.
And it was more progressive then than it is now. It was easier for women to get an abortion at that point than they can
Yeah.
today.
Absolutely.
It's devastating, and I want to speak to that even just for a little bit longer because, like,
Yeah,
for one thing, when people think abortion rights, they think people unwanted pregnancies, and which is not necessarily the case. The reality is, if a woman's fetus isn't vital or viable,
yeah,
they still consider that an abortion. Even if the
Yeah.
fetus is rotting inside her, they will not take it out in certain states. So the
Nope.
woman's life doesn't mean shit. We're willing to let you die for a rotting fetus because, and there's a woman down in the States who's literally on life support, brain dead.
yeah,
Her family has to pay for the medical bills
Georgia,
Yeah.
I think.
yeah,
because
yeah,
they were to take her off life support when they did not consent to her staying alive.
yeah, and
So-
that gave birth. She gave birth dead.
Yeah, and then it's like
Yeah.
at that point, is the responsibility placed on the family? Which if they don't want it, then that goes to foster care, and that child's not going to have a good life. So it's like it's just very.
Mhm.
It's nice to see it written
Yeah.
because there is a reality to all of that. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, I was.
Well,
I was-
Brad, you know how I was like, we really need to make sure we have a woman on this episode?
Right, absolutely.
You know, I tell you, I've
Yeah,
always
thank-
said too, like even on the men's side, like men have always made history okay with them being dismissive parents.
Right.
Yeah.
Absent
Men
parents
have
and-
like there is so
yeah.
much more history and acceptable history of men being dismissive parents and just like leaving that responsibility on the women.
Right.
And it's like
it's
in a reality in a society where choice is supposed to be an ever revolving and ever evolving thing.
right.
Why aren't women allowed that choice then too?
Yeah.
Men have always been allowed that choice. Men have
Yeah.
always
They-
made it acceptable for us to allow that choice for us. Why in the world are we so pissed
They've
that
always
women get like 70 years of this shit? Oh my god. Let them have like another fucking 1,000 years of this shit. Because we've had 2,000 years of this shit. Who
Someone
the fuck
keeps going.
cares?
someone has to go get the milk and cigarettes though.
That's true. That's true.
That's
That's
true.
true. Someone's got to get the
Go-
milk and
go to the
cigarettes.
gas
You know,
station.
someone's got to keep that system going. That's actually, I've heard that. That's why Republicans
Well, no,
are
that's
pissed about
that's
low birth rates because
Part of that
there's
though
not going to
too,
be
is-
enough people
they're
to.
they're worried
keep
about
running the system.
low birth rates
Immigrants.
of a certain color. But what?
Yes, of course.
Exactly. So they don't want immigrants. They want poor women who will reproduce without
Mhm.
their consent to be able to work in McDonald's at low wages,
Boom.
Yep.
so
yep.
that they can still profit off of capitalism.
Yep.
Because next month
but-
McRib's coming back, so we
Oh,
gotta get bodies behind
God.
that counter.
McDonald's.
I do believe some of this is covered in the next track.
Yeah,
you guys
what's
want to
the
get
third
into the
hit?
next track, Cradle and All?
With just one quick note. that-
Oh, sure, yeah.
Something about Tiptoe that I think is astonishing is it's such a raw track production wise, but she has this one incredible fucking trick that she does where she clearly starts. It's obviously single take.
Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
Right.
She starts away from the microphone and does the walk up to it.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking impactful.
Yeah.
It's
It
almost
makes it
like
intimate.
a play when you hear like a door opening and just like someone walking on
Yeah.
stage.
Across the stage.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
speaking, projecting. It's like this got this like element of like performance, but it's also like quiet. But then it's just like I don't know. There's just something very interesting and theatrical about it.
Yeah. There's a Bright Eyes track that ends in a similar, like he's playing the song and then he like walks out of the studio and you follow him walking out of the studio.
Yeah.
And yeah, I always love that when you get a little taste of reality in the middle of the album, you know.
I think Brother Ali pulls it off a few times on a lot of his albums as well. Like,
Yeah.
he'll finish up and you feel like it's like a conversation is starting with someone. It's like, you know what I'm talking about, and then it
Yeah.
ends with like a little
That's the
like
start of Uncle Sam Goddamn.
Yep,
Uncle Sam, goddamn, huh? Okay. That's a good name for a track.
a great intro too.
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
mention it again later.
Here's a little bit of Cradle and All. I don't know why it's so quiet, guys.
We'll turn it up.
I can't turn it up anymore.
Maybe I'll be discovered. Maybe I'll be colonized. You could try to train me like a pet. You could try to teach me to behave and tell you that I haven't learned it yet. You know I ain't gonna sit. I ain't gonna
I ain't gonna say.
Hell
Might be
yeah.
the track.
There's so much in that little clip right there, man. There's so much going
A
on.
lot to unpack.
Yeah, yeah. She like actually says the word, uses the word colonize, like I don't want to be colonized or whatever, like, which is like, it feels like
Ahead of
very
the curve.
like, like I'm used to like that terminology
Now.
now, but it's like, oh, she was like really about it. You know?
And it's like I like the lyrics too of youth is beauty, money is beauty, hell beauty is.
Beauty is beauty sometimes.
And it's I like the idea of like when you think of things like that as a currency,
Yeah.
because like
Mhm.
like being like physically attractive is a currency. You
It
being
is a
like,
currency though.
and being like able to communicate effectively as a currency, being
Yep.
able to be educated as a currency. Like there's things like I
It's
like
the
when
invisible currencies.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not technically monetary, but it can lead
But
to that.
it always like
Yeah.
leads to that. It always exists for that.
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to do because like we got sick of trading shit. So we
Not monetary,
formed
but
a
yes, you can use
currency
it for.
so you can put it right in the middle of all that. You know?
Yeah.
That's what currency is. We don't want to just trade shit anymore. So we stuck something in the middle. We stuck
Yeah.
some kind of valuable thing.
So yeah,
in the
right.
middle
Some
for it.
arbitrary thing.
And it's like even it's the luck of the draw, like the idea, like even being rich and successful is just
there is nothing like the birth lottery.
It's the luck of the draw. It's the natural law. It's a joke. It's a crime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to read that exact same line.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry. I might have even before my recent re-listens have this album mostly in my head as well as a lot of Ani.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the song is brutal teardown. This is one of the songs where it's like, okay, coming off of Tiptoe, we're now getting into a full collision of feminist politics, unapologetic, definitely. Right?
Yeah. And studied feminist politics, not just a surface understanding.
Right.
Oh, the thing too was you were talking about comparing her to a queer.
She's a queer '90s Dylan. Yes.
Yeah, I was also thinking because I was trying to think. I also think Rage a little bit, Rage Against the Machine, because there is a little bit of an angsty
Zach
to her voice.
Yeah.
Whereas Dylan's is very folky, whereas there's a bit of
very
it.
focusedy.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the folk side, the folk versus punk kind of dichotomy there, right?
Yeah.
I do need to mention. So I love that, Brad. That pull that you have there is great because it highlights again that little production bit where it's like, hey, I'm gonna go in the closet here for a second and then rip the door open.
Yeah. And she does the levels really do a good job.
Absolutely. And combined with I don't know, God only knows there's some kind of filter on there, but also the kind of technical songwriting side. My notes on this is okay, the shit is an F, and there's an out of tune part of the tuning. And it involves A flat and B flat, and there's this progression, moves to C. Oh yeah, this one is an absolute fuck you to guitar players. I say this as a pianist. She clearly has used a bizarre alternate tuning. She's doing this thing with the finger picking style. Any regular guitarist who hears this is oh, this is a cool song. I want to figure this out. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I, in fact, as a pianist, would have an easier time reproducing the kind of structural aspect of what she's playing percussively than most guitar players would without oh god, I'm gonna have to deconstruct the shit out of this.
Yeah, when they go off and do their own fucking tuning on the thing, it's just oh fuck, okay, so this is from your brain, and I have to try to get on your level.
My other note about the sound is just all caps, so fucking stringy. And the thing that she does, sometimes it just there's no better way to put it. It's the strings are so stringy,
Yeah.
All strings, no cap.
I don't always mind that though. Little extra stringiness. It's we never hear that kind of classical shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right back. I do apologize.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. Do you mind if I play this clip? It's Shy.
Sure.
Yeah. You know the song. But you.
Where should I go now?
Sorry, I didn't mean to hold you for this track. You can go now.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That one's got a nice rise.
That is a very 90s track.
Yeah, very much so.
I was saying,
Yeah.
I
So
heard
much
a
that
little-
Atlantis took it.
Little Blink 182 in that,
Yeah. It definitely, the production definitely fits that time.
Or did she create that time?
Maybe she was the originator of that whole style at that time.
You certainly see her bass playing stand out on this track. So
Oh,
it's probably
yeah.
a good point to mention that Ani played bass on this album.
Yeah.
That she was talking apparently with her drummer Andy about wanting bass on this album, and he was like, "Well, why don't you just play it?"
You play guitar so freaking well. Why don't you just do the bass too?
Yeah,
Fine,
Yeah.
I will.
Hell yeah.
because she had been touring as a two-piece and continued to for a little while after this.
Yeah.
So the bass line on this, it is very 90s though, but it's very compelling. It's got these I don't know, echoes of funk.
You can really hear her style, her guitar style in her bass playing, I think. Cause if you listen for it, it is not maybe your typical bass player bass playing. You know what I mean? It is very, very like connected to what the guitar is doing, and is such a great compliment for that. You know. But yeah, it's a really, really a great representative of like what she's capable of. You know.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And this is the one night stand kind of track, right?
Absolutely.
This is her exploration into that.
Well, and as we were saying, when we were doing the listen through, it's also the sheer heat. Like, this is New York in the summer.
Yeah, definitely.
And you can, like, even like the reference to the men are pissing in doorways. Like, New York smells bad. Like,
Yes.
especially in the summer. Even that, I feel like there's some connotations.
Yeah.
Like, there's grossness of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Penis of it. So
Yeah.
It's like that nice Yankee Candle, like New York's hot New York summer.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like urine and cigarettes.
Yeah.
But I
Ugh.
find like the one night stand energy, and also like the references to like the bathroom, gas station bathroom,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
disgusting and gross, and probably hungover and all these things. So
Yep.
anyway.
Yep.
Not getting
I mean, this
busy
is
in a
a-
Burger King bathroom though.
No.
All back to the previous track, but that has I live in New York, the city that never shuts up.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Like,
Or
Yeah.
shuts
one
down.
of the other things she's doing in this album, like, definitely more than any of the previous albums, this album is New York, right?
Yeah.
This album is Ani Difranco in New York, like, conveying what it is to be,
Mhm.
you know, in this moment as a bi feminist, musician playing in the scene, dealing
Yeah.
with the industry
Yeah.
in this city in
Yeah.
particular.
Yeah. I think that comes through. I mean, especially on the, of course, the tiptoe, one really.
Oh, yeah,
I think she
Jersey.
mentions a location there. Yeah.
Fall in love with Jersey at sunset.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But yeah, I really enjoy this track. This is the one that was the Grammy winner, 97 female rock performance, right?
off of the live album,
Yeah.
Living in Clip. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It was from. Okay, that makes more sense then.
Yeah, 97, 2 years later.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
double album, Living in Clip. Great
Oh,
album.
man,
if
I'll have
you
to listen
wanted
to that
like-
particular live version. If that. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I
Yeah.
didn't listen to that.
It's a really good live album.
Yeah.
She has a number of live albums.
Yeah.
It is a really good live album that gives you
Yeah.
the sense of like there is distance between her studio and
Mhm.
live performance, and the live
Right.
performance is pretty magical. And as much as you can capture a live performance in a recording, like it
Right.
does a good job.
Yeah. Well, this next track we got for you guys is another really, thoughtful track. We got "Sorry Am I."
I don't know what it is. I just know it's not what it is.
Yes, I will mention like there is the, I don't know if you'd call it homage or whatever to "Wish You Were Here" a little bit with that doom doom.
Oh.
It starts with the same thing,
Oh,
but
Yeah.
and
Key, but yes.
right. But like it definitely like it evokes that.
Oh.
But just the earlier part of that song, not the big bombastic part of the song.
Yeah, no, I think that's funny. In the sense of, I wonder if Ani was cognizant of that. If she wasn't, there's no way that it wasn't baked into,
I feel like
For
that-
years
like
in
I
the
feel
past,
like-
just something that's
musician-
been sitting back there. And it's
yeah,
like, oh, this
I
sounds
feel like
good.
anyone that picks up an acoustic guitar will play that, like given like 30, 40 minutes.
Like, even though she's like a queer feminist kind of musician, there's still classics that you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
I have zero
across
doubt.
the board, no matter what it is.
Yeah,
it's
I see this as like just like loose homage.
just art being art.
It's not
It
like the
doesn't
song
sound like
is about the same necessarily
Yeah.
the same thing, but
Some tonal, or
Yeah.
like some themes that are similar.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah,
it definitely hits pretty deep. Like you think about those conversations with people that it's like you've been waiting for so long,
Yeah.
and then there's this feeling of like wanting to be on the same page, and then you get to
Yeah.
that moment, and then you're not on the same page, and there's regrets over that, and like, you know,
Yeah.
deep sorrow around that as well, and then being frustrated by it.
Yeah, it's one of the like this song is one of those hard conversations in a relationship, you know, just
Yeah.
like I don't know, maybe just slowly realizing it's not working or something and trying to figure out why that is, you know.
Yeah.
And genuinely caring for one another, but just trying to, you know, just determine, you know, what's not clicking, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have in my notes one of the best I fucked up tracks ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very like it does. She does definitely take like ownership of her part in whatever this was, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what if you're in that bad place in a relationship, but instead of being angsty and angry about it, you're owning your part of it, right?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, there's also what if Bob Dylan had the empathy of a woman when he was in a bad place? Another one of my notes on this track.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. But yeah, really great like soft track, you know, which you know in an album full of acoustic tracks, you know, you'd think there'd be more of that. And you're telling me, you know, you told me that this is like actually one of the heavier ones as far as production
This is much
goes.
more electric than what's come before it for
Yeah,
the most
yeah.
part. But this is one of the most acoustic tracks on this album.
Definitely,
at
yeah,
the same time. It's
yeah.
very much
I don't
her
think
and her
there's
guitar.
any
Yeah,
drums.
there's a big change in writing style and the progression that's happened, but from the stripped down aspect of it, it might as
Yeah.
well be off of her self-titled or off of Not So Soft. It's like this is just Ani and her
Yeah.
guitar telling a story, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also love that you started where you started that clip. One of my first notes here is it drops down to this deeply non-committal E, and that is it's like she just lets that hang there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it is it's like I don't know that I've ever heard a musical phrase that captures that quality of like, oh God, am I gonna do this?
Yeah, the feeling is really in it. She's speaking through the music that she's
And then
like,
and then it
she's strumming.
recommits, of course. It's with
Yeah.
like do the boom,
Yeah.
like with a drop down there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely.
It's cool when you think about like I took a class in university, and it was like basically like deconstructing 19th century chamber music and looking at it through the lens of like queer theory, which sounds absurdist or obscure in a weird way, but it's basically looking at a lot of like romantic music. For example, like Beethoven was like the first kind of like not first, but that genre of music
Yeah.
is like first time you see people trying to evoke emotion through like Moonlight Sonata, for example.
Right.
Sure.
He wants to love this girl he can't. So this idea that you can hear it, the choice of certain notes and off notes and dissonance and things like that to kind of evoke emotion. And then what you were talking about with just the last thing you said, I can't remember now what it was.
The non-committal E.
Well, there was that, but there was something else you said after that.
Oh, because it drops down, it recommits, right?
Yeah.
She's like floating out there, and then I don't remember but it goes down to the one basically.
Yeah.
But it's like basically that idea that we like the idea of a musician using non-lyrical devices to convey emotionality.
Yeah.
I find with her, there's that she has on a different level than most musicians, where she's incorporating, and maybe it's like almost like a synesthesia sense of like putting things in that aren't necessarily typical to convey meaning in a different sort of way.
Yeah.
There's literally no way in this episode that we're going to be able to get into like her background and history. But she was like self-emancipated at a very young age, but also came up in a house with a bunch of folk musicians coming through it, and in a house that was very lefty politically active.
Okay.
Kind of like I said, like we can't
situation.
even dig into all of that, let alone all of the personal stuff that reflects her music in terms of her journey. But Danielle, towards your point, I think that when you consider some of that background, it starts to inform like she has such a toolkit that like most musicians, even if they might try or want that sensibility, most
Yeah.
musicians don't
Yep.
have the toolkit.
Yeah.
No, and there's like that piece of like sometimes our trauma can be our superhero powers.
Mhm.
Because there's things that like if you're born rich and entitled and everything's handed to you, your way of expressing yourself and your way of moving through the world is going to be vastly different from the hippie who lives in the weird household where everyone's a musician.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Experience art differently, you're going to experience music differently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
I'm like superhero.
You know,
wait a second, that's
it's
Dilate.
crazy that they experience it the same, but they experience it differently because of how they grew up. It's so human society is fucking difficult.
Well, hey, on that note, we're going to take a quick break, guys. I need to use the restroom. I just
Ooh,
I just watched John and then Dave go, and I'm like, oh, God
I
damn
could
it.
have a smoke.
I need to go.
you guys get up and leave. I always feel like I have to announce it like
I'll
you
be
did,
back.
Brad.
Yeah. I know. I don't know how they do it in podcasts where they just don't say anything. You know what I mean? It's weird.
Maybe there's just they edit it out so no one knows.
Probably edit it
I
out.
feel
That's,
like
that's
it's
smart.
very
That's
rare that I
smart.
left before break. I think I counted like
We're
maybe a
lucky.
couple times. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't. I'm trying to keep in my mind the tracks. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I should just. I'll just go now.
Yeah.
I get back. We're gonna take a break. I'm like,
Yeah.
God damn it.
This is very early in the
time.
album for a break, but we'll try to coast through the rest of these a little bit faster. This I was about to say this next track. No, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the Album Concept Hour. We are here to finish out Ani Difranco's 30-year-old album, Not a Pretty Girl, from 1995. And this track is Light of Some Kind.
Learn how to play dumb, 'cause I can't bring myself to waste your time. We both know what I've been doing. Yeah, I've been intentionally bad at lying. You're the only one I ever let see through, and I hope you believe me when I say I'm trying. And I hope I never improve my game. I would rather have these things weigh on my mind.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's Light of Some Kind.
Oh man, this track.
Tour de force, this track. You want to say something about this track? I'm going to turn my audio up for the music a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, my first note on this track is, oh man, this track. Like this whole set of metaphors that she keeps dropping over the course of this track, and they get in the second verse especially like very much subversions of kind of standard romantic relationship tropes, right? You eventually get maybe you should follow my example and go out and meet yourself a really nice girl. So good. It's just so good.
Yeah, and the I don't know if you're just talking about the finger picking, but
No, not even. I wasn't even talking about the music, just the
okay.
lyrics.
Yeah. Well, the finger picking is excellent in this track.
Truly, like it's kind of got this scratchy
Very
style.
talented.
Yeah. But yeah, you were talking about the lyrics though. This one's a really cool. I feel like it almost follows what's going on in the previous track a little bit, where she's, getting into really nitty gritty relationship stuff.
Oh, very much so, right? You're coming off of Sorry I Am, and then Light of Some Kind is like, it is not apologetic,
Right.
but it does recognize that shit ain't right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of like, but this is what it is. I can't apologize for being who I am or what I am.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But
It was
but I can recognize it.
Yeah, there were some things that we were talking about in the moments before we came back that have nothing to do with the song when you guys were talking about beer and everything. But you were talking about this Moses, you were mentioning the idea of like something being magical, but instead like rushing towards something that's kind of more just mundane or just like good, but not magical.
Sure.
And I just like almost equate it to like romantic relationships. When you were talking about that, like this idea that like instead of like, waiting for the right person or like being patient with the process, rushing into something else,
Yeah.
and choosing the banal kind of something
Settle.
else. Yeah, and it's just like there's something about that, like when it kind of like coincided with the lyrics a little bit of like this idea of like, noticing her own faults or noticing that things unraveled the way they did,
Mm-hmm.
and like I hope you find this nice girl or whatever. But it's like that recognition within oneself of like, I fucked up, I did something that I regret. Anyway, it's just kind of
Yeah.
I felt like there's some like.
I hope I never improve my game because I'd rather have these things weigh on my mind at the end of this tunnel.
And then it's like, and then there's also like the
Yeah.
I'm telling you though, that's
real as
what
shit.
that's what you never know when you're going down that road. That's what you wish
Man.
sometimes.
Sometimes
But then
fools
too,
rush
You
in.
know?
Yeah.
like artists, they sometimes like you kind of enjoy misery in a sense because you're a more
Oh.
creative person when you're in like the thick of it sometimes. And then there's like that
Oh,
element of like
God.
maybe I'm a better I create better art in these moments, and maybe I'm just like self-sabotaging or whatever. So
Mhm.
Well,
Misery
I
loves
literally-
company.
Actually,
Yeah.
I literally say that because that is an art form, and it
100%.
is for the common person. The common person can just kind of choose what they want to do, but they have to pick it. And when they pick it, then they can do that, like where they just grow with
Yeah.
it, and they
Like,
they
choose
know
their-
and
like-
and they learn to love it.
Yeah.
Like you can do that with like careers. I'm not saying love life, but you could do that with you do that with certain things, like
Right.
where like you do, and it does create a certain mentality that
Yeah.
you can sink into as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is perhaps a certain willingness to show yourself warts and all as
Yeah.
being, maybe less than beautiful or something. I don't know.
I mean, listen, that's my
Not-
favorite
not
way to present
necessarily
myself
a
at work.
pretty girl.
Maybe not necessarily a pretty girl.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe,
I think that's what the song's
maybe,
called.
maybe not.
Not
I
necessarily a
fuck
pretty girl.
up sometimes, you know.
Here's the titular track. Not a
Everyone
pretty girl.
does.
And generally my
Oh, that's better.
wouldn't be caught dead working for the man. And generally I agree with them. Trouble is you gotta have yourself an alternate plan, and I have earned my disillusionment. I have been working all of my life, and I am a patriot.
God damn! Cheers to that whole ass line.
Dude, right?
Cheers to
I have been
patriotism.
fighting
The
the
whole
good
ass
fight,
line.
Yeah,
people.
I've
been
earned
fighting
my
the good fight.
disillusionment. Like,
Yeah.
Because well,
And
sometimes
maybe
you
there
do.
are no damsels in distress, and maybe I knew that, and I called your bluff. Don't you think that every kitten figures out how to get down, whether or not you ever fucking show up?
oh,
Just had to finish off the lyrical
yeah,
strain there. From that
yeah,
portion.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
I love the.
"Ugh."
I love them taking and flipping the like save the cat moment trope, especially living all of these years into like superhero movie dumb, the save the cat thing that was like a Superman thing, that's how you
But
showed.
the cat is just representative of women too, and the damsel in distress
Right.
and everything.
Yeah,
It's like there's no hero who's going to save you. You have to save yourself. Like
Mhm.
at the end of the day, every person
yeah,
has to figure it out for themselves. And it's like that idea, like there's a strength in that and like a resilience. And it's like that acknowledgement of like, I had to figure it out. I don't need someone to step in and fix it because they're going to screw it up for me anyway. So I got to like own it and be like, no, I'm not a pretty girl. I can do it myself. So,
Yeah. and well,
So
and,
put me down, punk.
yeah, exactly. Don't pick me
Yeah.
up. I don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I really like this track because it really gets into the hero complex and it's a takedown, I think, of the kind of toxic way that some men view like relationships. Like it's something something you're conquering.
It's a very photogrific moment.
It's
like,
a contest.
It's a
It puts a
contest.
flash
it's
on it,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and
It
that's
really
good.
draws attention to the fact that there is a
Gamify it.
problem with the patriarchy, I guess, with the fact that men have this like kind of mindset going into things that is not like conducive to a healthy relationship or something.
It does go both ways though. Like, and not to go back to the Alanis Morissette
Right.
kind of conversation, but I will because there's
Yeah.
a song she has called "Precious Illusions," and I
Mhm.
love it because it's music video is a split screen. So one half of the screen is like a fairy tale, like a literal knight in shining armor, and then the other frame
The reality.
exactly a juxtaposition to current day situations. And one that I love is like there's a moment where he throws his jacket into a puddle, so she has to walk over it as like this fair maiden, but in the reality is they both walk through the puddle together, and there's like a neon sign and stuff. And it's a really cool like, and the idea of precious illusions, this idea of like we have this fairy tale idea of what love is, and then we're living in the real world, and it's never going to match up to that. But it's
Right.
like there's also this kind of there's those like little bit of fairy tale principles that are kind of like woven in a little bit in a sense.
Yeah.
Like
It's
like,
what it's what you really love. Like like those are the things that you kind of fall in love with, that kind of story no matter what. And then you
Yeah.
fall in love with the things that you're going to love forever.
Well, yeah. As
And that's what kind of becomes
I get what you're
important.
saying. Yeah.
There's a
It's
good
like-
line from the Felix Coppola I mentioned earlier that one of their songs is to be in love with love is not enough this time.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
like kind of the idea to be in love with just the like the
Idea?
chase, to be in
It's-
love with the
it's-
the whole like
It's like welding yourself to somebody, because like you have to fall in love with those spots.
Handcuff
Because
yourself.
those
to
are
that
the
person.
things.
and not just the
Well,
idea
and you don't
of
have to.
love.
Well,
A lot of
it's-
it is like you want to, like,
Yeah.
and you love that person for them no matter what.
Yeah.
But there's like the what's love got to do with it? Like that
Mhm.
sentiment of like love can only take you so far, and then it's also
Sometimes
like,
that well doesn't hold.
yeah, where's our meeting place with this? Like, why am I
Yep.
doing 90% of everything? Why
Yep.
aren't you coming halfway kind of thing, or meeting me halfway kind of thing? So it's like, yeah,
Human existence is hard.
By the way, Jason was in the chat. I think he might be gone now. He just went to bed. I apologize,
possible.
Jason, when you listen to this later, that I did not get to your chat in time. Yeah, he just mentioned a few things. He said, "Damn it, YouTube didn't ping me when you all went live. Mo still hates you.
Fair. 100% fair.
Due
I didn't even know there was a chat.
Goddamn.
due to burning jealousy. Due
Oh,
to
we
burning
have a
jealousy,"
chat.
he says. And then can't wait.
That jealousy is important. I was worried about that burning.
Can't wait to listen to the full cast, but I'm heading off to bed before y'all even will see the chat.
Zinger!
Call
We
us
see
out.
you.
All right. Well, thank you, Jason, for getting into the chat. We do appreciate that.
What is the next?
I was gonna say I'll
what's
just
the next
transition
hit
to the
off
next
the
track. We got the million you never made.
Which is end of the end.
We might need to hire someone just to watch the chat now.
Dude, right?
Here's a 6-pack. Watch the chat.
So, can we talk about fucking powerful female artists of the 90s?
Okay.
Like,
So here for this.
this track, like, especially, like, she really, really gets into that, just, like, she's almost, like, you know, screaming at the end of this one, you know? And I
Almost.
was reminded of Kurt Cobain's
Oh, love.
wife, Courtney
Yes,
Love. Courtney Love.
Love.
Yeah. And also, you know, this was what, the same year that album came out too? The Courtney Love one.
Close.
The one with
oh, Violet or no?
Doll part?
The
the one with all parts.
I can't remember the name of it
Doll
right now. We
parts?
covered it on the podcast. I should know it. But yeah, the
I know
intensity
who you had
though,
on the pod for that.
the intensity though is like, I don't know, man. The 90s alt
How
like
about
rock ladies are just unmatched in my opinion.
how about
you know
Bikini
what I mean?
Kill?
Bikini Kill too. You know, you got.
Kathleen Hanna up in there.
There's just I don't know. I don't have any particular thing to say
fellas.
about that movement. I just think that it was just such a
The
cool
Riot
time.
Girl act.
The Riot Girl, yeah. I know there's plenty of powerful female artists nowadays for sure, but like there was just this like attitude or whatever, you know.
I think too, like during that time, it was like there. I don't know. It's like nowadays, I find there's like so many different genres, and there's so many. Like, I mean, there's bands that I like that are women like focused, and they're
Yeah.
like bandmates wise, and it feels less of a. I don't want to say a novelty.
It's not the same kind of focus.
It's
though.
a different impact.
Yeah, exactly. I do feel like there's definitely across the board different genres. Women definitely are represented,
Right.
and in a way that it does feel like there's more of it than there was then.
Yeah.
But it does feel like there was like, but even like Garbage too was another band. But like,
yeah.
like there's definitely like, I don't know. There was a lot of standouts in the '90s with
There was
women.
there was a
Right.
lot of hyper focus. Like
Yeah,
I grew up with an older sister, you know, and like she was literally listening to that shit.
Yeah. yeah.
I was listening to my own stuff, but like she was listening to that stuff while she was like, you know,
Yeah.
watching me and babysitting me,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
like I
My-
can
my
tell
older
you right
sister
now,
too, man.
it
It was-
helped
yeah.
turn me into a mostly feminist, you know.
you know what it was.
Better
I
human
still
being.
stand up for men issues, but like, damn, like
Well, there was this. I heard this study recently. Or I don't know if it was a study. I can't remember exactly, but they said that men who have older sisters are more emotionally intelligent, typically.
Fuck yeah.
Not across the
no,
board.
I would agree
Shocked.
with
I am
that.
just shocked, I tell
Fuck
you.
yeah, older sisters,
I-
man. They
not-
fucking rock.
No, I swear to God, my sister helped me
Not
like,
across
so
the board,
much.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's crappy
Yeah,
older
it's just like-
sisters too. But
Oh,
Very
listen,
Even that it may not
human
necessarily
society
affect
is
men
tough.
across the board.
But
So coming back to the million that you never
Yeah.
made,
oh yeah, let's get back to this one. This one's
because
got
I
wish I
can
made a
honestly
million.
biting
riffing with y'all on 90s
biting
like,
commentary
you know,
on
singer-songwriters
90s
and
music
women.
scene,
Yeah.
music industry.
But
I mean.
man, it is quite possibly one of the most brutal diss tracks ever recorded.
Yeah.
Like, and it hits that much better because it's not even like a beef diss track or a romance diss track. No, it's actually fuck you, the whole music industry diss
Yeah.
track.
Yeah. And this is like, you know, the early 90s is almost peak, like awful, like just, you know, shitty deals for the artists and big music, you know, big labels, like just, this is the music industry that like toppled and had to become reformed by the internet or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an awful fucking industry. I mean, still is in many regards, but like just the
I
giant
am
record
married
labels
to a
had
partner
an
who got the raw
iron.
end of the deal during that period of the music industry and said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
You
And
know, like no,
she had
literally.
sense. She had
Lived
a lot of
experience.
sense to
Yeah.
stay
Yeah, no, and
indie.
very few people did. So many
Yeah.
people just let themselves get used because of the promise of more money or more fame or whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas Angelica was like, "Yeah, no, you're not just going to use me. I'm out. I will take the L in that sense to have the W in the
Yeah.
life sense."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get
No
it.
question.
It's like
So speaking of call outs to strong women, my wife.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
oh, cool. But like the dangling carrots, like those opportunities that aren't really actually opportunities, and like so it's I like her lyricism, and I like just referencing the sleaziness, and there's like even the smell. She was referencing bad smells, and it just like gives this whole like thing
Yeah.
that's sparkly and nice, and it's like no, it's actually these things and
Yeah.
like gross blah, and like so it's pretty cool.
It's a bunch of stinky dudes.
Yeah. That's a big chunk of the music industry right there. Stinky
Yeah.
Well,
dudes.
Smelly fucking dudes.
Smelly fucking
at the
dudes,
heart-
man.
Always.
At the heart of this track, and there are other songs where she's clearly talking. She talks between people in this song, and at some point she's clearly addressing another artist. If you don't live what you sing
Right.
about, your mirror is gonna. It says "find out" here,
Ooh.
but I
Just
could have sworn
fucked.
it's "fuck you."
I'm curious who the musician.
There,
I wonder if there's
I think there
speculation
was speculation that it was a certain
Love?
musician,
Courtney
but unconfirmed.
Oh.
No, not Courtney Love. It was an artist that I had not heard of before. Let me see if I can
Okay.
find. I think I still have this up, but who was?
That is incidentally though something else Ani does like so seamlessly. She'll have a song where she's addressing like 3 or 4 different people,
Hmm.
and she'll just
Suzanne?
kind of.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Suzanne Vega is
Oh,
the
Suzanne
artist
Vega.
that some people think that
Huh.
this might be about, but again, another person like commented that there's no confirmation or evidence of that.
Substantiate that.
But yeah, I think that it could also be about multiple artists that took that route.
And one thing Ani's on record of talking about is that it is unfortunately still a lot this way, that there was a thing about being a successful enough female artist in the 90s where it's like they intentionally have you in this small pool. They're not going to stack the stage. This is why Lilith Fair happened, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is they're not going to set a tour up with 2 female artists with an opening and main act. You're in
Yeah.
competition with the other women to be the woman on the ticket.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Mhm.
still the case. Like even like in the comedy scene
That's-
and everything. Like so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I believe that.
Still a
That's
problem.
the sexism that we have to fight. Like
Yeah.
that's absolute bullshit.
Yeah.
100%.
Anyways,
This
what-
next track I
what is
got
the
for you
next
guys.
thing?
I don't have a good transition. This next track for
Yeah,
you
we're
guys
gonna start side 2, right?
is Hour Follows Hour.
I have had something grows. Long as I got something that needs improvement. And every time I move, I make a woman's moan.
Yeah, you can hear bass playing in that clip.
For
Mm.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful
Um,
clip.
Yeah, really cool soundscape on that one. That was the one that had some more production on the guitar, right?
Oh, for
I
sure.
want to say. Yeah.
Yeah. For especially for like this is one of the other, mellower, softer tracks.
Yeah.
Which for those of us who came to this album, like this is actually the first Ani Difranco album I was technically exposed to, but I didn't dig into it as much until after I'd listened to her earlier stuff.
Yeah.
And for those of us who really love the early stuff, this track is so like resonant with that. It might be my favorite track on this album. It's a tough call,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
with Worthy. But like it's so delicate.
Yeah. She's good at doing really intense and good at being delicate. Which as an acoustic player, like that's that's the whole thing is being able to get those subtleties in your acoustic performance,
And have that sense of control. Like,
Yeah.
there's something about like, it shows strength to be able to do both
Yeah.
and not just lean into one or the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%. 100%. And she matches her guitar playing style to what she does vocally because she has a range of Ani Difrancos, right?
Yeah.
But there's like the kind of gritty,
32
there's
of them, maybe.
talky, there's the sassy, and then sometimes she just opens up and it's like, oh, by the way, this woman has a beautiful voice, and when she just wants to produce a pure tone,
Yeah.
it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
very much this song is like, this is going to be really honest, and it's going to be deeply infused with love without question. And so she's
Yeah.
going to bring the pure tone and like the
Yeah.
like delicate little kind of guitar motion, but without it being rough or like, dirtied up at all or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really, really a sweet track.
Lyrically, she has a couple of fucking hitters in this one too. You really can't
Yeah, go
place
for it.
Blame because Blame is much too messy. Like,
Yeah.
who the hell comes up with that to say? That's so
Yeah.
good. And I use
you're
that
telling
in
me.
my life constantly ever since 1995.
Mm.
Yeah.
Whenever there is a situation, this line comes to mind. And
Yeah.
it's not the only Ani Difranco line that lives rent free in my head.
Yeah.
But it's not rent free. It's a tool. It's part of my
Yeah.
toolkit,
Yeah.
right?
No,
When
that's
like shit's
profound.
going on.
Yeah. She,
It's
So-
profound to think of a lyric, and I get it. I get that like there's like it doesn't have to be necessarily a lyric, but it's like there's certain words or affirmations or just sentiments that you just carry with you, and it becomes medicine. It becomes part of the toolkit, like you said,
Amen.
and it's a way of like it's
Yeah.
just great because it's like you said, magical. It's just there's like it's incredible. So
yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Like she is one of the better like lyric or song writers, especially from this time period.
Just lyrically, I mean, we
Yeah.
mentioned during the listen through, I wouldn't try to put the ocean in a paper cup.
Really not.
I was just looking thinking of the line.
Really
I feel
not.
guilty that I was like, and it reminds me of Wayne's World. With
No,
like,
the beauty of it is when something can be stupid and comedic and also just like totally different reading, profound,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
makes your heart just sting just a little bit.
Yeah.
But like the other part of this, in terms of like the sheer honesty of this track, too much is how I love you, too well is how I know it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's just like when she wants to open up and essentially just write a love song.
Yeah.
It's never going to be
Sure.
uncomplicated.
Yeah. I like that they're not. She doesn't have a like straightforward love songs. Dave.
Is he
Hey,
sleeping?
Dave.
Okay.
It was too relaxing for him. It's understandable. I think maybe we
So
need to move
No,
on.
calming.
I've just been just
That's okay.
Resting my eyes.
no, just so lack on
This
sleep the
is
last couple
resting.
days.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
okay. We got a new track to wake you up, Dave. Here's,
Yeah, go for it.
Here's 32 flavors.
I do apologize.
Squint your eyes and look closer. I'm not between you and your ambition. I am a poster girl with no poster. I am 32 flavors and then some. And I'm beyond your peripheral vision. So you might want to turn your head. Cause someday you are gonna get hungry and eat most of the words you just...
Love that.
Yeah. I will say for the younger listeners, I believe this is a reference to Baskin Robbins 32 flavors, right?
I'd
would
say
say-
it's a good guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be a big chain of ice cream shops around. It was cool.
I mean,
To
they
be
still
real cool.
exist out
It was
here.
cool. I liked
Real
it.
cool.
It was great ice cream.
They kind of
And-
rebranded as BR, and their ice cream now kind of sucks.
Oh.
Yeah. They were in that Marvel movie, but no one cares.
I mean, I'll also say that like y'all Wisconsinites are incredibly spoiled on your ice cream.
Well, yeah, we
Like
got
chocolate
Clovers,
chop.
Love
you know,
our milk.
Clovers all over
Milk
the place.
products,
No,
bitch.
you got like the best ice
Milk.
cream in the damn country.
Yes.
So you know there is that. If you're gonna get
Listen,
into 32 flavors,
Quick Trip has built half of its empire on milk products.
Yeah.
Selling milk
Meh.
and ice cream. I swear to God, I work
I
there.
don't doubt that.
It's literally like half their income.
But so in this track though, the 32 flavors, she's referring to, I think you were kind of talking about in the previous track about being
Exactly.
so many different types, so many different flavors of Ani Difranco, you know,
yeah, she's 32 flavors and then some.
and then some. Yeah. And I like
And
that.
beyond.
I like that kind of sentiment, you know. It's because it's just like, listen, I am not simple. I'm not going to be put in a box. I am
Yeah.
more complicated than that, you know. I'm not going to fit in this music industry or whatever the way you want me to, you know.
Emphasized by how this is the most pop-esque or like, you know, popular music friendly available track that ends with a 2.5-minute drum jam.
Oh yeah, this is the one with the drum jam. Yeah, sorry I didn't get any of that, but yeah, there's a
No,
a nice
no,
little
it's only so much.
drum jam at the end of this one.
And it goes on and
Yeah.
on.
I'm assuming
And I
it's
love
like
it.
really great live.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
assuming it's a
6
really
minute drum
fun
jam.
one to see live because they can extend out
Man,
that.
drum jams can last. Like, you've seen Zeppelin's Moby Dick. Come on.
Yeah,
There you go.
you just keep going and going. Like, you know, those drummers, they like to get their little chance to shine in the show.
Performance,
Yeah.
Although in terms of 90s vibe, the back end of this track is so 90s drum circle. Somebody
Yeah,
set the bonfire,
yeah. I
and,
will
you
say,
know,
like, there is a part of me that's like, this is a little, you know, very much
It's not
90s.
evergreen.
What?
It's very much not evergreen. Like, you can pinpoint exactly when this
Yeah, yeah. There's
Totally.
like,
Yeah.
you know, you and your like 311 homies, you know, are gonna go,
Hey, now.
you know, listen to this. But yeah, it's I appreciate that section though because it definitely, you know, showcases some different sounds. It's like that world music thing that was a thing in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone had their kind of world music sections of songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have a
Pan
very
flutes.
well-formed opinion on this world music thing, but
I think too was like festival wise. Sometimes you'd go to festivals and they would have like artists from other countries, and there was like that
Yeah,
too.
Oh, sure.
that's true.
Probably why it might have been incorporated.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to give too much credit to the Grateful Dead, but
Yeah.
you know, between Paul Simon and Mickey Hart and the Grateful Dead, they had a lot to do with opening those doors, and you know, it's just a good thing at the end of the day.
Mhm. Definitely. But yeah, this is like one of the most listened to tracks, breakout hit kind of thing. Great track. Also played at, I guess, I think I read baseball games somewhere. I don't know why.
I don't know.
This next
I
track
know that
is-
somebody covered it. I know there was some drama about that.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, so there was like I think it was covered without permission.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, by
it's-
somebody in a different genre, like a
Yeah.
more pop
Especially,
R&B or
especially if you
something.
record it and put it out. Like that's
Mhm.
you have some problems.
Yeah, I believe there was a bit of an issue that popped up with that one, but
Yeah.
of the various research things I got into in this last week, that was not one of them.
You know what they weren't doing in that instance is asking too much.
They were not.
They weren't asking for anything. So here's asking too much. God damn, there's so much going on in that.
Just
In fact, if you have to
hidden.
ask, forget it. You'll
Yeah.
regret it. I'm tired of being the interested one. I'm tired of having fun for two. Just lay yourself on the line, and I might lay myself beside you. Don't sit behind your eyes and wait for me to surprise you. Oh my fucking god! So it's like this track is the one where she's like, okay, you know all the spoken word shit that I do. I'm gonna just drop a huge spoken word poem in the middle of a song.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Deal
and then
with it.
by the way, I'm not gonna leave it there. I'm gonna bring it around to the fucking cap it off with this incredible, like, okay, now I'm fully back to singing ending. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
so good.
And there's a lot of other audio like bits, like
Totally.
her spoken word bits where she's confirming or reacting to some of the things that she's singing, and yeah, it's man, there's a lot of like probably the most going on production wise in this section, you know.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I love like I want somebody who has a tortured soul. Some of the
Some of the
time, I
time.
want somebody who will either put out for me or put me out of my misery,
Put me out of
Yeah.
my misery.
or maybe just put it all into like all to words. And I think there's
Make
like
me go, hey, I never heard it put that way.
Yeah.
yeah, and it's like one of those things exactly because I think it's like it definitely sums up sometimes what you want to be able to like be with someone who has depth,
Yeah.
and you want someone who will like call you out on your shit, but then you also want someone who like nurtures you some of the time, and it's just like it's kind of nice to have it so bluntly put
Yeah.
in a way that's very concise at the same time. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I want someone who's not afraid of me or
Yeah.
anyone else. In other words, I want someone who's not afraid of themselves.
yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
is she asking too much? It's like, and that's brutal, right? You're like,
yeah. And then
really,
it's, at
to
the end of
ask
the
for
day,
real honesty in a relationship is
Yeah.
asking too much.
Yeah.
but it's like
And it does
going back.
seem like that sometimes, especially with like the dating culture of like apps and stuff. Like there is really only a certain amount of like raw honesty that you can put on your dating profile. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's I like this level of raw honesty that's being portrayed in the 90s. You know?
And it's like her going back to the 32 flavors and the 32 versions of herself, like
Yeah.
not even just like the idea of dating apps, but just like even on a human level being with someone and then being like only wanting parts of you and not all
Yeah.
of you,
Yeah.
and being okay with certain aspects of your personality but not others. And like there's that kind of that feeling of like wanting and striving for that partnership piece, but then also acknowledging that there's 32 pieces of me that maybe is too much. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a someone from the old church in a bar that I used to go to had a good thing they would say about relationships, and that's that any one person is only going to be able to fit 90% tops of what
Oh,
you
yeah.
want in a person, and every now and again you'll see that 10% in someone, and you'll think that like, oh, that's maybe I
that's
can,
what I have instead of the 90.
It's-
you
it's
know?
yeah.
the
Maybe I can
above-
capture that to get the full 100, but it's really then you just end up with the 10%.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's
Human
one of those things that you
existence is
cannot
hard.
demand perfection from anyone. Honestly, no
Human
one's.
existence
Yeah.
is hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It's hard decisions. It's hard life, no matter what.
So old early dating apps. I remember like it said like, "What are you looking for?" I just posted or copy and pasted the lyrics from Cake, short skirt, long jacket. And my goal was I was waiting for someone to like just comment on that alone.
With the
Yeah.
song, yeah.
I'm like, and nothing. Like, all right, we'll try something
I
else.
mean, the song is written like a dating profile. Yeah, you're right. That's
yeah,
a good point.
it's like this is the list of every person.
So even if
should-
it was
I
a love
should-
or hate, I just like wanted like
Yeah.
any sort of like a response to that. I thought it'd been hilarious.
Maybe I'll
like,
try
oh,
that.
you have a sense of humor.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Let's-
try that in my
well-
profile. See if the reference comes through.
Hey, give it a shot.
Yeah.
It's a good song. I do love the lyrics of
It's a
that.
great song. Yeah, it is a really
you
good
might
song.
be better positioned timing wise than Dave was in terms of like app and dating culture. That like everyone's weary of this shit now.
Yeah. You can play with the format a little bit,
It's easier. It's always easier to play with the format.
But this next track we have for you guys is really, really fun one. The imagery is really great in this one. It's called This Bouquet.
Oh,
See the little songbird unable to make a sound. You never know, she follows her words from town to town. We both got gardens of songs, maybe it's okay.
Yeah, this is a very Jules sounding sound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jewel.
Yeah,
Forgot about Jewel.
It will be just a little bit after this.
A little bit.
I know, but
little bit.
like,
Although she was probably
She'll
cruising
probably
around San
listen
Diego
to
in
a
her
little
van
bit
at
of
that,
this.
She's
At
probably
this
listening
point.
to this. Yeah, you're right.
In her VW van.
Living in a van down by
That's
the
right.
river.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Down by the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Coley or something. No, never mind. I was trying to think of
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do love the imagery of like the flowers being her songs, and she's
Mhm.
gathering them all up, and I don't know. It's just such an incredibly like I don't know, because you always say your songs are your kids. You know,
Yeah.
like people always say
Yeah.
like it's like choosing between your children or something.
And sometimes you're just disappointed in them.
Yeah, but
You're
not.
always disappointed.
But not this one.
always
not in this track.
disappointed.
You're not disappointed in your flowers.
That's right.
Indeed. This song definitely both kind of highlights that introvert side of Ani, which I think maybe we were just talking about on the listen through and not,
Yeah.
not earlier in the recording. But also, I think this might be, of all of the tracks on this particular album, the one that really feels like, is she talking to a lover or is she talking to the audience? It works either way really
Yeah.
It
beautifully.
really does.
Right,
and,
right.
And she does that periodically on her albums
Yeah.
where it's like, this song reads pretty clearly like it's for you, the audience, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I'm going to take you along with me, or sometimes in this case, like I've made this for
I
you.
want to
And
tell
like,
you about it.
yeah.
Hmm.
Well, and like, and I do think that like, I have known people that are like this, where like they're an amazing, performer, songwriter person, but like are
Well,
very
thank you.
shy, when they get off the stage,
Oh, I mean, that's like so common. I find like I've been around
Yeah.
a lot of performers and artists, and it's just there is like almost a dualistic nature to their personality a lot of the time because
Yeah.
you have to be so extroverted, and then when you're off camera or off stage, there's this deep like introversion
Need.
within them. Yeah, and I think sometimes it's because a lot of artists are observers
Yeah.
and then observe the world around them and not necessarily participate in all aspects of life.
Yeah.
And then when they're performing, they're allowing themselves to be part of the world in a different way, kind of in a sense.
I
Yeah.
always think about it like everybody needs to be like the entirety of humanity needs to be like 50% and 50%.
Sorry. Humanality.
And it's like
Forced
but you
introvert,
always
forced extrovert,
exactly.
Yeah,
And like
centaur.
you have people that really just
like Hunger Games esque.
need to but it's really hard. It's really hard to reach that like part where you're like the
Equilibrium.
even.
Yeah.
Equilibrium's really hard, and that's kind of what you have
Fair.
to do. That's kind of where free choice comes into play, I think, is that like you have to find that part.
I think the more that
You
we
have
do
to
this-
find where you're happy.
I think the longer we
You
do this
know?
podcast, the more of a philosopher John is becoming.
Because it's really tough.
Yeah.
Because being human is tough.
Yeah. The
Absolutely.
human
We
condition
have
is
the-
tough.
We have these.
I
we have
agree.
we have all these issues that we have to deal with all
Yeah.
the time, no matter what society you're living in.
Do we really
it's just-
hear the music?
I know. Right?
Are we the music?
Are we?
I
are
don't
we
know.
the music? That's an interesting.
I've been trying to figure that out.
We are
actually.
vibrations.
On
We
God.
are all vibrations.
I got good vibrations off this next track.
This next track is
Really?
Yeah, this one's this one's a little darker. It's Crime for a
This is
Crime.
Brad, this is kind of like when you introduced
fucked
Tiptoe,
up.
like
That's
this is a
kinda
fun
fucked up,
one,
man.
and I did a double take. I was like, this is a fun one. This is a song about having to have an abortion. I've got good vibrations off of this song about like
To be
fundamental.
fair, I do not
critique of
have the
criminal
track
justice
list in
system.
front
No,
of
I
me.
know that's fine. I appreciate you setting me up though. Here's Crime for a Crime.
Everyone needs to see that prisoner. They need to make it even easier. Seeing me as a symbol, not a human being. That way
All right, that was a banger.
This song
I mean, isn't that
is
what we
a
were just
fucking
talking about?
yeah. This song, like, just the like it's a song mostly about capital punishment. That was a big talking point in the '90s. I remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just it was a debate among people like, should you be able to do it, should you not? And I think that I definitely come against capital punishment. I don't think it's a great thing. But it was really in the discussion though. So which is why she's probably talking about it. But I love that it's not just that though. It's also she gets into not necessarily prison abolition as much as like just pro-prison reform type stuff, just really addressing,
there's always issues.
Well,
in prison.
It's like, the 90s too, where that, the prisons got filled more and more because of, Clinton's policies or whatever.
Drug
Well,
policies.
like one of the things that people have alluded to is the fact that there's so much slave labor connected to the prison system,
Yeah.
and that so many people who are unjustifiably like sentenced with longer sentences for very minor issues, and a lot of them are disproportionately like African American.
Yeah.
So like that piece of like there's more politics and policies in place to kind of create this machine.
Yeah.
And and like besides just the fact someone breaks law and they're in jail, so
yeah.
Might I take this moment?
Yeah.
Say fuck Donald Trump.
Oh yeah,
Well,
you can say that on
Dollar
this podcast.
Store Nosferatu, Stephen Miller. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Oh my God,
You
Stephen Miller.
Motherfucking asshole!
He is a vampire.
It's one of those things. Like I don't know, you guys might not know this, but it's like as a Canadian, we have to be so mindful if we want to travel in the States at all right now to have burner phones because, and that's where a lot of people, a lot of Canadians aren't going on mass.
No one ever connects the dots to that.
Please.
Yeah.
Please boycott us as a
most people are.
Jewish passing as white within the current context in a mixed, ethnicity marriage with a Latina who is first generation.
Yeah.
Let us just say that being here in Los Angeles, which Trump and really Miller, because he's from Santa Monica,
He wrote
decided
the
it would be ground
playbook.
zero for this shit.
Yeah.
I am leaving aside anger, leaving aside fear.
Yeah.
I am fastened onto the reality of the connection between the prison industrial complex. Excuse me while I bring it home back to the song here, right? The criminalization, it is not a felony. It is not even a misdemeanor being in this country without having gone through the proper channels.
Yeah.
And, interesting that you're putting a large population into a for-profit prison system where we have this odd loophole of the abolition of slavery that allows that population in particular to be utilized as slave labor.
100%.
So anyway,
100%.
Yeah.
You have the
You're
propaganda
gonna crack the system.
of just using the idea of fuck immigrants. Immigrants are the worst things. That's why your lives suck so much is the immigrants.
Yeah.
And you're using them just to get them in there, like you said, and it's very
Immigrants
frustrating.
make our system stronger.
Yeah.
Every single time.
They make our system, period.
It's like
all immigrants in this country
immigrants
except for the indigenous peoples.
Yeah.
Well, in the
And
past, Trump threatened there'd be taco trucks in every corner. I'm like, why is that a threat? That sounds like the American.
Yeah,
that sounds
I thought
amazing.
Trump likes tacos.
It's like
Who wouldn't want a taco truck in every corner?
We talk about how he let a bunch of white South Africans in.
Oh,
under
we
the
don't
threat
have
of
we
racism.
simply don't have time.
We simply
talk
don't have
about
time, and I
that.
think Danielle's got
Right.
This is a different
another way in
podcast.
here.
Sorry, what's
We don't.
it's
Danielle?
like even like you have
Sorry,
food
done.
rotting in
Done.
crops.
Oh my
You
God.
have people coming in who work
Yeah.
just temporary workers that you utilize, and then they're not allowed in, and then food's rotting. You're not getting the food on your shelves like you
Oh,
normally
yeah.
would,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's Canada's fault for some reason, and we're supposed to be the 51st state.
Yeah.
And it's just
What?
it's so
That's okay. Nebraska might be going bankrupt functionally because of that. That. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll put
Yeah.
you on a stamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still here trading crime for
I
crime.
need
It's really hitting the red states hard. I'll tell you that much.
The biggest states that say don't fuck federal help.
Yeah.
Need federal help. Anyways,
Red
what's the
state's
next hit?
pretty quiet lately.
Welcome to this new
Anyway,
podcast
this
called
next track-
Hellscape.
What's the next hit?
This next track, actually,
Well,
this
hang
is
on,
very,
let me just throw
this is
the
relevant.
final
Yeah.
Ani line from the previous track
Sure.
on this to put a button on it. Now
Yeah.
we've got all these complicated machines, so no one person ever has to have blood on their hands.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn.
Fuck.
And that's
Anyway,
so
just to add-
relevant.
sorry, because it's so political. But it's like, even okay, like let's just say cell phones, for example.
Yeah.
The mineral used in cell phones is mined in Africa.
Yep.
Those are not safe mines. You know how diamond the industry is like
Yeah.
demonized. It's
Yeah.
the same fucking thing, and everyone owns a cell phone.
Yeah.
You know,
and China.
we can't get away
Yeah.
from it anymore.
Yeah.
We can't get away from like utilizing like slave labor because it's so.
But we're gonna make Apple iPhones in this country, and we're
We're
gonna,
gonna
be better
need
for
slave
it.
labor.
that's why the prisons are there.
Yeah.
So, or
Well,
something.
or small children, one of the two. It doesn't matter.
right. They'll take either one. Yeah.
like
Little
lowering
hands for the circuit boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this
But
next
Brad,
track-
this is, I think, the handoff you're looking for because when
Sorry.
faced with this kind of injustice, you need to take a stance of some sort.
Yeah. And this next track is about that kind of. Here's coming up.
I lower my eyes, wishing I could cry more and care less. Yes, it's true. I was trying to love someone again. I was caught bearing weight. But I love this city, this state, this country is too large, and who's ever in charge of there better take the elevator down and put more than change in our cup, or else we are coming up.
That fucking line is so good. Like, if they don't come down and put the change in a cup, then we're coming up. Like, this is the kind of like
coming.
That's
revolution.
what trickle down's supposed to be, motherfucker.
Well, no, that's what she's saying. She's like, you guys never trickled down, so we're
It's
coming
trickle
up.
up
We're coming up to
economics.
you now.
Goddamn right.
Yeah. Really,
Y'all
really
don't
strong.
want to do what you said?
Yeah,
Then we're gonna beat you to what you said.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
You chose the end of this track just for our listeners. I
That's
want to
right.
contextualize because the end of this track is absolutely the fucking right pull. Brad, incidentally, fucking stellar work on your pulls
Thank
for
you.
this episode.
Thank you.
Once in a while, when I'm listening to this podcast in the car and it's an album I know, I'll be like, "What the fuck? Why did you do that?" So just
Yeah.
for the
How
record,
dare you?
Yeah. Sometimes there are albums where I'm like, I don't know what the relevant.
It can be really
piece
hard.
is.
I like the drum track.
Yeah.
No, it can be really hard, and this album
Yeah.
has a lot of hard choices to make. But
Well,
but
this
you
one,
made it.
I think
ones
that
I
with
stand
this,
by.
she made it easy for me because like the lyrics resonated with certain lyrics really resonated with me. So I really picked lyrics that, I'm a big fan of revolutionary politics and truly fighting the system on a
Revolutionary Wars.
face-to-face basis. I think that she is really got a lot of that progressive revolutionary spirit in all of this.
So I just want to throw the front of this track, because this is the second spoken word piece on the album, only
Yeah.
much more heavily instrumentally supported. Our father, who art in a penthouse, sits in his 37th floor suite and swivels to gaze down at the city he made me in. He allows me to stand and solicit graffiti until he needs the land I stand on. In my darkened threshold, I'm pawing through my pockets the receipts, the bus schedules, the urgent napkin poems, the matchbook phone numbers, all of which laundering has rendered pulpy and strange, loose change, and a key. Ask me. Go ahead and ask me. If I care, I've got the answer here. I've wrote it down somewhere. I just gotta find it. Like, fuck. This is where she
Yeah.
starts this track, and that's
Yeah.
where she ends it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
She moves through being a woman on the street, but also being New York, being the buildings. Somebody came on too heavy with their spray paint. Look at me, made ugly by the drooling letters. I was better off alone. Ain't that the way it is? Like, it's
Yeah.
fucking this incredible dynamic story that she is telling that is fundamentally opposition to
Yeah.
white patriarchal oppression.
But
Yeah.
it, like, speaking to that, like the show Broad City, someone like in a podcast reference recently, they were like in like Sex in the City or something, New York is a setting, whereas in Broad City, New York is a character in
Oh.
the show.
Definitely.
And it's like, and like being in New York, there's an aliveness to it. It
Mhm.
feels there's an energy to it that feels like it's alive.
I love
So-
Manhattan.
Yeah,
It is
exactly.
a
100%.
living being. It is more than a place. It
Yep.
was a site for indigenous people long before any
There's an
Europeans
energy.
set foot on this land, and that is not an accident. That place
Yeah.
is very, very fucking
That's
special.
why we're attracted to spots like that. I swear to
Yep.
God.
Absolutely.
We do that all over the country.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We just, ugh. Dude.
But
Hmm.
oh, I was just
ahead.
gonna say what was I gonna say about New York? I don't remember what I was gonna say, but we do have a little bit more from this track.
Find you taste.
So
Final taste.
okay, we won't spend too much time on this, but when we were preparing for this, the Wikipedia page says that this next bit is a pre-gap track for the album, which would mean that it's before one of the tracks. Where you go to the track, you rewind from that track, and you hear it. But all of my research indicates it is actually a hidden track, which comes after the final track. So
Okay.
Wikipedia, whoever's in charge out there, the Ani Difranco Not a Pretty Girl wiki needs a little update.
I wonder if
You can
like-
update that.
Can I?
I believe
In
I'm
theory.
not a certified wiki guy yet.
Wikipedian.
Yeah.
You can like it's peer reviewed,
Yeah.
or like it's some
Yeah.
and someone else will review it. So if you put it in, they'll take it down if it's not legit. So
Yeah, just like
I
Facebook.
discovered from this that the Ani Difranco subreddit is like, members only or something. Because I wanted to
Yeah, it's
post
not
there and
that
ask,
big.
am I losing my fucking mind, people? What happened to the outtakes?
Yeah. And so it's not on all the versions. It's not on the Spotify version. But yeah, the very, very end, you
And I would swear it was on Spotify 4 months ago.
and it
might,
probably was. It probably was.
Yeah.
But yeah, here
Shit
is
changes.
the just a little bit of that she's doing like takes of Tiptoe, the second track. But here's that.
Tiptoeing through the used condoms strewn on the piers off the west side highway, sunset behind the skyline of Jersey, walking towards the water with a fetus holding court in my gut, my body hijacked, my tits swollen and sore. The river has more colors at sunset than my sock drawer ever dreamed of. I could wake up screaming sometimes, but
that was so unsettling to me.
That's what.
I find that incredibly unsettling
It's so
because just the
frustrating.
nature, the darkness of her lyrics, and then it's like it feels like a stage production,
Yeah.
and someone comes in and it's like that, like the mask of laughter and like crying, like the
Yeah.
theater representation.
Yeah.
And you can't tell is she in hysterics or is she laughing, and there's this
Yeah.
uncomfortable discomfort for me when I listen to that. I'm like,
Interesting.
She
Yeah, I
starts
found it-
laughing,
Yeah.
and then she starts drifting into laughter that is like uncontrolled and
It's
hard to
maniacal.
tell.
Well, yeah,
And
she's
given-
that's probably crossing her mind is the juxtaposition that is currently happening,
and thinking of even like madness setting in. There's like this like sentiment there, and there's
Yeah.
just like it to me. I find it distressing. I find it really uncomfortable. But I like
Interesting.
as like an artist using something like that and utilizing that. So
It's meant to be distressing.
Well,
That's my
Exactly.
take. This is
Exactly.
the last thing you hear on the album.
And
Assuming that my every memory of listening to this
Yeah.
before whatever
Yeah.
happened is correct.
yeah.
There's 3, I think, or maybe 2
Yeah,
other
3
outtakes
takes.
before it where she's fucking up.
Yeah, the first one she fucks up. The second one it's when she steps that she has
Yep.
she like she's not stepping like I don't know, I don't have the geography of it or whatever. But I think that she maybe stepped too far and like hit the
Sounds
mic
like she
or
trips,
something.
basically, right?
Like trips on the. I'm assuming like she trips on the
Yeah,
mic stand or stumbles on
Sound of-
something. Yeah. So for me, I'm just imagining. For me, I'm just imagining it, and it seems like just a funny fuck up. But I get what you're saying though with the you can kind of take it in different ways.
absolutely, and I can even like visualize someone miming to her voice and it having like this very like weird energy to it. Like so,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But that's a cool way to end the album though. If for the CD version, that's what you would hear at the end. And yeah, we miss those hidden tracks.
Yeah.
Very much what we heard at the end, you know,
Yeah.
back in the
Times
day,
in
you
the
turned this
90s,
shit on, you
guys.
let it run,
Yeah.
you know.
Sometimes 10 minutes would go by, and all of a sudden another song's playing.
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
Nevermind had like a 15 to 20 minute track between like the last
Yeah.
little bits on like the final track
Yeah.
of that album.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I know Blind Melon Soup had that the other thing where you had to
Oh, the
rewind from
pre-gap.
track one,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
pre-gap.
Yeah.
Because that's why I'm positive it's not a pre-gap.
Yeah,
like, you don't
pre-gaps
have
are
a
usually
pre-gap,
the first track.
It's track one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think you can put a pre-gap in other places in the album, but
Technically,
most
sure.
of the time it's before the first track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but this is like you let it play out, and you don't have to let it play out that long.
Yeah,
like,
no, this one
it's
doesn't make you really wait for
maybe
it. It's
15
only,
seconds
yeah,
or something
yeah,
like that. It's just
the
long
song
enough that
fades
you
out.
might have turned it off. You might
Yeah.
have been like, okay, I'm done with this album.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, it's just it.
Yeah.
But she didn't want you to miss it. It's
Mhm.
very much part of it. Wraps the album,
Yeah.
and you know, not quite in your concept album beginning ending rap loop.
Right.
Right.
So that's what we got to get to now to end
Yep,
the end of
it's
the
time.
show. Yeah. We got to determine
gotta
how
grade
well
it.
does it land as a concept album.
How does it concept? Before y'all weigh in on this question,
Yeah.
let me just say that broadly speaking, Ani has these three themes. You know, there is politics,
Yeah.
there is feminism, which is
Yeah.
also politics, there is relationships, which are also politics. So really,
Everything is political. That's true. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, we
So
have a
I just wanted to
list.
set that up. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess what do you think though, as far as like how we normally grade things on the album Concept Hour?
So
I
we're
wanna hear from you all
talking,
first.
So-
what are the grades? Voted
So we
one more
got
time?
it's remember we got 1 to 5, right?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
a
Five is your
conceptual
S tier,
scale.
right?
What's
Five
up?
is your S tier.
I'm thinking.
S
I'm
is
thinking
5.
Of 3.
S is 5, A is 4, B is 3, C is 2,
I'm
D
thinking.
is 1.
I'm thinking a B. I'm thinking a solid B.
So like
3.
3-ish.
Yeah,
So
John's
Not like 3.5.
I'm thinking a minimum B, if not an A.
Yeah. So, I mean, I will say, you know, it is not a typical, like, standard concept album situation, you know.
It's not broken
there's-
down as a story-wise or like
Yeah.
a theme, but
right.
Yeah. I
Clearly
think-
not S tier.
But
in that
there
respect.
is.
there's
There
a
is
fluidity of this album that,
exactly,
For sure.
that tracks very well.
I think honestly, yeah, I think I'd echo you guys with the 3. 3 feels pretty right.
Pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what do you guys think?
Do you want
Danielle, what
to
do you
go with
thinking?
Danielle first and then you end it?
I just feel like in terms of because of the nature of some of her work being maybe a little outside of the norm, I wouldn't use the scale. I would like just
Ooh.
like give it like a I don't know
Okay.
an
I
apple.
understand.
Like something
Give it
you
an
know,
apple.
Interesting.
Maybe it
Interesting.
exists outside. It's a whole nother
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
yeah,
Apple
it's
for
like
the
feel like
teacher.
it's like almost bucking the system. So I'm gonna buck
Yeah.
the system at this moment, and I'm gonna give it an
Wow.
apple.
That's
You can't give it an apple. That's for educated guess. Another one of my favorite Ani albums.
Oh.
no. That's pretty amazing. It's right now. It is currently 3-point apple.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to.
Sorry.
Yeah, we like.
No,
that.
Let me ask you the
Yeah.
question. Does anyone remember where Miseducation landed?
Oh.
Lauren Hill?
I feel like that
Where
was
is
pretty
that?
high.
Yeah, Lauren
We're
Hill.
gonna have to look
like
that
we would
up
have been
again.
fools to
Yeah,
not
I don't
push that
think-
really
I don't think
high.
I think that was.
that
ended.
was-
I think I thought
think
that was an
in
A.
the 3s.
I want to say it was.
I thought it was in the 3s.
I thought it was.
I want to say it was an A or an.
I think it was an
S.
A.
It's got to be an A or S.
But no, as
It
you're,
should not. It should, from my perspective, it should not
So as
be in
Brad
this
looks
tier,
this
but that's
up-
a separate story. We're not rewriting history.
it reminded me of when you're mentioning just calling Apple. I've been watching a lot of Arrested Development and how maybe's old school. Her report cards were all just like random objects,
Oh,
and it was all like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
her grades. Like they're trying to figure out if
Yes.
she was a go-getter, and like it was just the most random shit. As sure her
Because they had her
skills
in this
were.
weird alternative school.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was a very
exactly.
alternative school.
That is exactly what I was going for.
Damn it, Dave, I just blew myself.
Yep, solid Solid A we gave her. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So give Miseducation a solid A. I feel like you might have overrated that, but we're not rewriting history here. To me,
I
this
album,
album,
misunderstood it.
That album
I don't think
just
so.
seems to go up as far
That
as
was- that was-
critical
I mean,
ratings.
That was,
But
it's an
that was
amazing
pretty
album.
Yeah.
To be clear,
That was
the
pretty
Miseducation of
solid.
Lauryn Hill is an absolutely
Yeah,
amazing album.
yeah.
It's very special. It fucking swept the Grammys. It kind of
yeah,
wrecked her maybe, but that's another story.
right.
The Grammy curse thing.
Yes.
So, leaving aside apples and oranges or other outside of the box ratings for this album.
Right.
Not that I disagree, because I think that's like super valid.
Yeah.
I want to take it kind of on its own terms of like concept album-y elements.
Right.
One of which is, of course, the repeating element,
Mm-hmm.
the callback, the structure. That
Yeah.
clearly tips it up a little bit, right? Beyond just a theme album.
Mm-hmm.
The New Yorkness of this album in particular, it is all very much in a place.
Right.
That for me tips it up a little bit. There's no way this is an S tier album, and honestly, I don't think it's even quite an A tier album. But I
Yeah.
think it approaches it. It's an
I think it's an
upper
A or
B
S
in my
tier
book.
album.
All right,
but
Oh,
the
yeah,
concept
yeah,
thing.
B
Concept.
plus.
It's the
Yeah.
concept.
Yeah.
So,
landing the
S
concept,
tier
I
is
think
like
it's-
super.
Let's say
A-
baseline,
the-
it's a
the
B. It's
baseline
no
is
lower
A.
than a B.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
what I'm
S
saying.
tier
Let's
is
give it a B
most
then.
Pink Floyd, King Gizzard, and of course
B plus.
Operation Mindcrime.
Operation
Everybody
Mindcrime,
take a
of
shot.
course. Yeah.
All
That's right.
Well,
Right
then it
there.
should be after Operation.
It's
Mindcrime.
right
It was
there.
an
in-
operation.
Operation Mindcrime was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Certainly not the sequel. Anyway, so you hear where I'm
Yeah.
going with this is that I agree with the idea that it's a B tier album if you're going to talk about concept versus theme, because a lot of the strongly themed albums land in B. But for
Right.
me, I call it like a 3.75 or something.
Sure.
It's like up there in the B tier because
Yeah.
it's like it's starting to approach true concept albumness. It just doesn't quite arrive there.
All right. Well, I
Sounds
think
pretty good.
we'll put it at a solid 3.7 Apple.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
yeah, I think that's a fair rating
That
for
sounds good.
this album. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I'm really so this gets me really excited though. We will do more Ani Difranco because was it Hades Town is the one that she did
Musical?
that became a musical, right?
Yeah, there's Hades Town.
Yeah, that's on our list,
And
but-
but there's also like honestly, The Past Didn't Go Anywhere. Her
Yeah.
collaboration with Utah Phillips. Get Jason Newberry on this
Well, sure,
podcast.
he would have a
Do The
lot of
Past
things
Didn't
to
Go
say.
Anywhere.
Yeah. We'll definitely have to
I think
to
that was
have.
the one artist he said he's seen almost the most times.
Oh wow, okay,
Yeah.
okay. We'll definitely get
Jay and I
Jason
have seen her a
Newberry.
similar number of times, I think, and
Yeah.
he'd be great. Especially, he mentioned to me when he was like, "Curse you." He was like, "The Past Didn't Go Anywhere," and I was like, "That's actually a really good call. It's some
Yeah.
totally next level shit. Look it up, y'all.
Right,
Look it up.
right.
Yeah, because I kind of guarantee you'll want to pick that one up eventually.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is an artist that I think that would reward me to look at the rest of the discography.
Deep dive.
Yeah.
Holy shit! There is one of the more recent albums that I had missed. So most of her more recent albums, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, these are fine. There's one of
Yeah.
them that I was like, this is lower on my list of Ani albums.
Yeah.
I might have mentioned Ani when you asked me about my Desert Island 5. I should have. If I didn't, then I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me.
Check the tape.
Yeah, I got to go back. I meant
Oh,
other things I
shit.
meant to do was review the Animals
Well, it-
episode, which I got to
Yeah.
go check the tape. But she just keeps cranking it out, people.
Yeah.
Like amazing, absolutely. Like she just keeps producing amazing
Just
music.
keep
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
how you know
whole-
she loves it. You know, that's how you
Ow.
know the artists are still like they still care
Mm.
about the craft.
She got canceled. She came back.
Damn,
We're not even
she
gonna
came
get
back
into
from
that tonight.
canceling? Shit.
She got canceled. Yeah, we're not even getting into that tonight. Go look it up.
All right,
I
all
will.
right. I'm
Yeah,
glad I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
look it up before the podcast.
It's got a homework
Yeah.
assignment.
When you realize what she got canceled for, you'll be like, oh, I see that. At the same time, I can exactly understand why this was like a bad use of cancellation and why people were a little bit too eager to cancel fucking everything and everyone.
Yeah, there was a few.
You get a cancel. You get a cancel.
Right.
You all
There
you all
was a
cancel.
weird cancellation response from like the other side where it's like, well, we got a couple of our guys, so like we're gonna get a couple of your guys.
It's like a
Well,
All
and-
of your
you know?
guys.
calm
and I
response,
also think there's
cancer
the-
response.
Anyways.
Yeah.
There's that moment of reflection to go like, oh, you know what? We maybe leaned too hard into some people who like what they did was kind of trivial. We were being like way too like gatekeeping
Also
and purity
intense.
testing.
Yeah.
Also, intent like is a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
factor too. So
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Definitely.
you know what? Because we were attacking our own in the meantime, these evil motherfuckers did all this fucking shit. God damn
yeah,
it.
They continue to do the evil fucking
Every time.
shit.
Fucking wait.
But
Anyway.
hey,
Yep.
We
Stay
love you
strong out
guys.
there. Support your neighbors out there, guys.
that's right.
If you see someone trying to put your neighbor in a van, get in the way of that
so
person.
that's nuts.
We love
It's nuts.
everybody here.
Reality.
True.
Like,
It's
not
yeah,
gonna-
it's nuts that I have to say that. It's nuts that
It's
that's
true.
even a thing to say.
We're
In
gonna continue to say it.
2025,
Yeah.
you have to say that.
Yeah, you have to say,
Yep.
hey, if you see someone getting black bagged off the street, maybe say something.
Fuck's sakes.
We don't want to do
yeah.
that.
Anyway.
But anyway,
For the
we
record,
love everybody.
here I started this episode with is called Freedom Noise from 10 Mile Brewing.
Hell
Because
yeah.
I believe that there are true patriots, and they're the ones who are ready to stand up to this bullshit. And
Yeah.
hell yeah, Ani Difranco, true
Mhm.
patriot.
Right.
Yeah. Keep standing up. Keep standing up for that shit, dude. And thank you guys for being on the podcast. We really appreciate you guys being on again. And
Absolutely.
it's always a blast talking to you guys about music. And
It's a great
thank you guys
time.
for tuning in out there in YouTube land and future podcast land. We really appreciate you guys tuning in. And we will see you guys next time on the Album Concept Hour.
See ya.